Week 6 of Debut League is here already. Can you believe it? We have a good one for you in our first of 3 tonight. It is Tria and Anderson in a star-studded matchup here inside of Braemar Arena in Edina, Minnesota, alongside Peter Rodney and abating down at ice level. I'm Will Peterson. Peter, it's good to be back with you. It's good to see all of the stars out tonight. Brady Shea, Anders Lee, Eric Holla, and Brock Nelson, just to name a few. Is tonight the night Anderson gets their first win of the 2024 season?
It is not. It's not. I think having 4 Islanders on one Debut League team, it's a bad omen.
Anders Lee, one of those Islanders, bearing down the right side. Shot is saved by Ryan Bischel, back with us for his 4th week of the DBL season. 2-1 with a 7.67 goals against, a 7.65 save percentage. Brock Nelson works us up to the point for Corbett. Now a redirect pass back for Nelson. Tried to hit teammate Mike Riley on the swing. And now here's Lee breaking it back with Holla. Anders Lee down the left side. Kicked out front by Holla. Don't know if that one would have counted. Brady Shea breaking inside. Now a chance at the far post for Anders Lee is blocked away. Holla will take it at the far post. Bearing inside across the crease for Lee. Too far for him. Brock Nelson puts it right out in front of his own net. Eric Holla forces the turnover, brings it into left corner, backhand pass across for Nate Schmidt at the right side. Lee collapses. We will get an early whistle as the net is knocked loose behind Jackson Stauber. Under 22 to play. We are scoreless.
I think the referee, I don't remember his first name, but I do know he has reffed several Youth Hockey Hub events. I believe he's also been a director of officiating for several years. He'll call it by the book, and tonight I think the net was off just long enough for him to eventually pop in and say, hey, fellas, this is off.
There are a lot of referees I know only by their face and that I really struggle to put a name to, and both of the guys tonight extremely recognizable.
Yes. Yes and yes.
Kyle Rao back deep in his own zone, battling for it. Jimmy Schultz will take it. Now Rao, a bank pass up ahead for Austin Pagansky. Leaves it behind. Toninato will pick it up and fire for Mike Riley on the near side in the neutral zone. He'll peel it back out. And now to the near side for Becker. Becker at the right circle now. Drop pass for Riley. Goes around Rao, back up to the point. Forced there by Kester to the far side for Seth Helgeson, one of our new players tonight in his first DBL week this season. A participant in one of the only 2 fights in DBL history. Mr. Seth Helgeson all the way back in 2014.
Sometimes I feel like we should have introductions done before the game starts so that Seth and whoever else is new can say, hi, everyone, and we can say, hi, Seth. And that way we can put names with faces.
Corbett will fire this one across. Helgeson at the left half wall, forced over there by Rao. Now Pagansky comes up, gets it back for Corbett near side. Pass sent across. Becker's shot goes up into the netting. And where does it come down? It comes down to the near side half wall. Mike Hester will take over for Tria, back with us for his 2nd week of the DBL season. In his first game, had a goal and 3 assists. Jackson Cates up the left wing side, under 20 to play, still looking for our first goal here of week 6 of the DBL season. Can Nate Schmidt supply it inside? Save made by Jackson Stauber. Now Anderson down the right side. Here's Alex Steves. Spinorama move out in front. Save made Bischel, and he will control the rebound, settle it down. Nate Schmidt full head of steam up the right side, closed off by Corbett. Schmidt, heavy wrister, blocker save made by Stauber, rebound control. Now Schmidt turns it over, and Stauber stands tall once again.
Boy, Nate Schmidt just handing out confidence boosters to Jackson Stauber.
Down the left side, here's Ben Steve sending a shot on. Bischel will cover and drop it off right out in front. Turnover force there. Brock Nelson centers, and nothing will come of it as it deflects to the near side. Jackson Cates with a bad turnover that time. Little bit sloppy here in the early going. Now an odd man rush look for Tria. Schmidt will dump it off and go for the change. Shea's in with McKenzie, sends it across, rebound, try, they score. Curtis McKenzie, first goal of the DBL season. And Tria is on the board early here, 18.5 to go. It's 1-0.
Oh, I thought Stauber might have gotten a glove on that one. I think a few other people on our side of the ice might have thought the same thing. But nope.
Curtis McKenzie, 13 tucks a year ago for the Texas Stars, 180 in his AHL career, and he's got his first here of the 2024 DBL season. It's a 1-0 lead for Tria, and if you're a supporter on the Anderson side of things, do we have a delayed penalty here? Well, we'll see how this plays out. It's a delayed penalty for Anderson, and Jackson Stauber's going to head to the bench for the extra attacker. This one will stay in the zone. Travis Boyd is the extra man. Alex Steves down the right side, sends this one across. Kester pokes at it. Riley will flip it down low. Boyd takes it on the redirect there from Alex Steves. Now touched up by Jimmy Schultz. We're going to get a tripping penalty. And, boy.
Is this the second penalty we've seen in 6 weeks?
We had one last week. Also, the scoreboard has not yet been updated to reflect the Tria goal. So a pretty
sleepy start?
Sleepy? A remarkable turn of events here early. Taking the penalty shot is Mike Riley, looking for Anderson's first goal. Riley scores! Not much to that one. Mike Riley just shows his hand, says, I'm going to go top shelf, see if he can stop it. And Ryan Bischel does not. For Mike Riley, it's his first 2024 DBL goal. We are tied at 1 off the penalty shot.
Well, maybe the Islanders brass will let him take a shootout shot during this NHL regular season after seeing that.
We are tied at 1 after our second penalty of the year here on Deputy League. Mike Riley takes advantage as he was tripped up, and he pots one into the back of the net. We are tied 1-1, under 17 to play. Toninato bats that one out of midair, and he rifles one wide, blocker side on Bischel.
Wow.
Save made. Stauber, he'll cover.
If I had to guess, I would say Toninato's a Glenn Avon guy. The way he batted that out of midair looked a little bit like a check swing in baseball.
Jimmy Schultz to the near side. Now a stretch pass off the skate of Anders Lee. Riley will go and get this one for Anderson. We have played about 7 minutes so far here from Braemar, tied at 1 between Anderson and Tria. Tria with an 0-2 start to this year. They have won 3 straight, really starting to turn it on here as we enter the playoff push. Anderson has never really gotten off the ground in this one. They are 0-3-2, searching for their first win of the year. Stauber makes a big save. A rebound try from Halla is denied as well. Eric Halla tied for the league lead in points with 20. Now here's Boyd for Anderson. Backhand pass, Becker inside, shot, save, rebound, he scores. Jack Becker is 4th of the season. Had the initial effort, got it right back off the pad of Bischel, and Anderson takes their first lead of the game. It's 2-1.
Very nice play there by Jack Becker. Easy goal, stepping around Bischel.
Jack Becker, the Dellwood, Minnesota native, makes it a 2-1 game here for Anderson. Just over 15 to go in our first period. 3-on-1 look back the other way. Pagansky has Rao with him, ran out of room, and Rao sends it off the side of the cage.
Are we even sure Dellwood is a real place?
You have a better grasp on the... Oh, this one's loose out in front. Nice work there from Becker to steer it away. You have a better grasp on greater Minnesota geography than I do, I feel. Boyd down the left side as Ben Steves with him. Schmidt denies the centering pass, and Boyd will get it right back down below.
It sounds like a fake town.
Seth Helgeson, right circle, had all kinds of time, and this one will bat around out in front. Tria will regain control heading back the other way. Tria working from right to left in their dark uniforms. Anderson from left to right in white. Kester up at the point, down low, sends it out front. Pagansky has this one knocked away. Anderson with control back the other way, up the right side. Ben Steves with it. Forced out into the neutral zone. He will make a pass to brother Alex and head off for a change. Actually, no, he's going to stay in this play. And now he'll go. Alex Steves with it. Corbett, nice swing pass there for Becker. Brock Nelson now on the far side. Has a streaking Corbett, tried to find him, broken up by Kester. And now a pass for Schalt. Eric Halla up the right side, centering look for Rao. Check that actually, Pagansky on the far side, found Rao. And nothing comes of it. 13:40 to play. Stretch pass too far. Brock Nelson icing waved. Bischel bank pass. Schalt near side.
He's got long arms, not that long.
Mike Kester, the 4-year team MVP for Chaska High School here in the South Metro. Gets it up for McKenzie. Swing pass to the far side for Jackson Cates. His pass goes off a Cody Corbett skate. Gets it right back out in front for Schalt. Broken up by Becker. He pokes at it into the neutral zone. Kester settles it down again. McKenzie over the line. Drop pass, Schalt right side. Out in front, pad save made. Rebound, Jackson Cates poking at it. Comes free to the near side. Brock Nelson with control. Stretch pass for Alex Steves. For Becker out front. Kick save made by Bischel on a fluttering puck. Played to the near side half wall. Corbett broken up. Jackson Cates will spring back the other way. Tria with control here. Jackson Cates breaking inside, tries to go 5-hole, and he does. Jackson Cates with a nasty 5-hole goal to tie things up here for Tria. 2-2, 12.5 to play in the first.
No, I don't want to take anything away from Jackson's goal there, but I scored a goal just like that last night. So Jackson and I, very similar in how we play hockey.
Jackson Cates, the 2019 NCAA champion.
Yeah, we're the same guy.
Stillwater, Minnesota, great. Brock Nelson nearly turned it over to Anders Lee. That would have ended up somewhere. Now, Anders Lee has a breakaway. Mike Riley gives up on the back check. Lee, he tried to roof it up and over, and it goes high of the goal. Now here's Nelson down the left side, working around Nate Schmidt. Poke to the far side. Lee will play it ahead for Halla.
All 4 Islanders are on the ice right now.
Halla tried to get it through for Shea. Good play there from Alex Steves. He gets it up ahead for Nelson. Now here's Toninato breaking inside, and he rings the iron. Off the crossbar there. Bischel did get a piece, but deflects up into the iron. Now here's Shea back to the far side. Halla, good patience. Lee spins out. It's like he hit a banana in Mario Kart. Remarkable. Wide open net, and Anders Lee just ends up in a puddle in between the dashes. Now here's Schmidt up high off the skate of Halla. Redirect to the far side. Anders Lee plays it there. Already over halfway into our first half here. A good one, tied up 2-2 between Tria and Anderson in front of a good crowd here at Braemar Arena.
And Anders Lee just lost the puck. He's last on the back check. He might want to just take the rest of the night off.
Boyd on the far side. Now here's Nelson, prime chance. Pad save made by Bischel. Goaltenders both been sharp here early in this one. Nothing's been too easy for these guys. Schmidt pokes it ahead up the right side for Halla. To the right circle, backhand from a sharp angle. Save made, rebound. Lee sends that one wide, and Peter, like you said, he might just need to take a minute.
Take the rest of the night. I'll see him at Perkins a little later.
Ben Steves all the way inside, and Kester turns it over. Now a stretch pass. Here's Pagansky. Save made, rebound, try goes wide. Stauber made the initial save with the glove. Pagansky sends the other one wide. We remain tied at 2. Mike Riley dangled himself out of his shoes, and now... actually, wait a minute. Mike Kester's nameplate just fell off, and that's a Henry Bolby jersey, and that confused the heck out of me. Schalt breaking inside. That is Mike Kester at the top of the point right now, not Henry Bolby.
Yes, that's Mike Kester.
Pagansky across. Schalt, shot save, rebound, and cleared out there by Helgeson.
No matter what the nameplate says, you can always tell that it's Mike Kester because he looks like the consummate point guard out on the ice.
Boyd for Becker, had a lot of room, sends it back out in front. Helgeson pokes at it. Batted away out of the air by Bischel. 9.5 to play now. Kester with it. Backhands it to the far side. Pagansky swings it ahead for Schultz. Extra pass made. Now Rao with the full head of steam. Rao rings the iron. One post now hit on either side as Kyle Rao smokes the left post. And we remain tied here, just over 9 to play.
Have you filled people in on our hat trick challenge yet?
I have not. Would you like to do the honors?
Sure. Will and I have each picked one player from each team where if that player scores a hat trick, we have to throw our hat onto the ice. I'm not a huge fan. I think I'm going to end up losing my hat tonight, but I trust Will, so we're going to roll with it for now.
Here's Boyd working his way inside, and we will actually, wait a minute. Here's Ben Steves, shoulder save made by Bischel, and that threat is wiped away. Schmidt up the right side. Our players for this challenge, Peter, as Brady Shea sends this one up and away. Peter has selected Jimmy Schultz for Tria.
My guy.
And Cody Corbett for Anderson. Tip
Not
drill
my
out
guy.
in front. McKenzie, that one goes wide. I have taken Mike Kester for Tria. And Mr. Seth Helgeson for Anderson. So
I think you might be safe.
neither of those guys with a goal yet. None of the four with a goal yet. Jimmy Schultz looking to change that, and he does not as Stauber kicks out the right pad, makes a nice save. Anderson a 2-on-2 back the other way. Drop pass for the trailing Brock Nelson. Schultz takes control here. Now Jackson Cates down the left side. Out in front looking for Schultz. That one floats into the corner. Long pass and icing waved. Good job by our officials to keep the game going here. Steves, I think if these guys really wanted to, they should be able to cherry pick from the other dashes. We should just turn off offsides and icing.
Turn off offsides and icing.
I used to do that as a kid on NHL 08 on the PS2 and play on rookie mode. I had some pretty legendary my career stats.
I could crush you.
Back then, maybe. Now, I do not think so. Brock Nelson leaves this one behind. When was the last time you played a video game, Peter?
A video game?
Yep.
Yesterday.
Which game?
NCAA football 04.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're an 04 guy.
I could crush you at Shell, though. Don't get it twisted.
I'll have to take you up on that.
Someday.
Stretch pass up ahead. Holla at the neutral zone for Schultz down the left side. Breaking in. Holla deflects this one up over the net. And neither side really seems to have any sort of potent scoring punch here. Early thought Tria might come out guns a-blazing, but it has been a rather subdued effort on both sides. Brock Nelson inside. Save made Bischel. Give credit to both these goaltenders as well, but they haven't exactly been picking corners.
No, they haven't. I'm assuming the desire is there to score goals. The results just not yet. We'll see what happens in the second half. It happened last week, too. There was a bit of a slow start.
Mike Riley will settle this one down at the neutral zone. Just over 6 minutes to play here from Edina, Minnesota, week 6 of the DBL season. As we continue to get a better idea of what our playoff picture will look like. Element sitting firmly at the top. Holla inside for Shea. He pokes this one ahead. Stauber will come out of his crease to his left and cover it up. Tria and Walzer both at 3 and 2, and Anderson firmly planted, bringing up the rear. Boyd over the line, goes through the legs of Schmidt. Now chased off the puck. Rao back in a 2-on-1. Sends it across off the skate of Ben Steves. Pagansky will reverse it back for Rao on the near side. Now this one goes off the side of the cage. Ben Steves deep in his own zone, puts moves on Pagansky. And an exit pass there finds Becker 3-on-2. Boyd pulls up at the line. Chopped at, and a fan will go home with a souvenir
Play
here.
on, play on, play on. Just throw a puck over the glass.
We will get a fresh biscuit from the Braemar Arena penalty box, manned by Mr. Jim Carroll, who I see is watching the game on delay on his iPad.
I think he's just listening to see if his name gets called.
You know, I would doubt that there is sound on that iPad.
You would?
I would. I feel like it would get a little disorienting with everything going on in front of you.
Nah.
Turnover forced here. Pagansky breaking inside. Backhand try save made by Stauber.
Pagansky looks a little peeved.
Yeah, he's had a little
lift.
more fire under his belly. Now here's Boyd. Down low for Riley, up high. Ben Steves, could just be me, but I feel like there's a little bit more defense being played here, especially here in the neutral zone. Guys are cycling through. Pagansky generates a turnover that time. Up for Nate Schmidt. Breakaway. Mike Riley gives up. Schmidt. Oh, what a save made by Stauber with the stick.
Look at that.
Jackson Stauber with a beauty of a save there on the captain, Nate Schmidt, and he keeps us tied at 2, 4 minutes to play.
Wow, it's been a big couple of days for the Stauber family. Pete Stauber earns the nomination during the primary election last night, and Jackson Stauber makes a great save.
Of course, they are not father and son, but uncle and nephew.
Same family tree, though.
One of the many, many Stauber. That's an expansive family tree when you talk about.
It's like a family forest.
Now here's Ben Steves inside. There's a few pretty elite family trees here in the state of hockey. That's definitely one you can look at. Riley sends this one across, broken up before it can get to Ben Steves. Now Rao with it. Gives for Nate Schmidt, looking for redemption after he was stymied on that breakaway. For Kester, one-time look. Stauber gets across and robs Jackson Cates there on the one-time. 3:10 to play, 2-2. We have not had a goal in some time here in the first half. Let's see if Ben Steves can do anything about it. Forced outside. Pass knocked down by Jackson Cates. Feels like we've seen a lot more batted pucks than normal. Here's Cates inside, and that one hops up into the netting, and that, the way it spun up, it made the puck look like entirely white. I know we have the DBL insignia on the puck, but
I know my eyes are bad. I didn't realize they were that bad.
McKenzie down the right side now. Here's Cates. Kester narrowly stays on side. McKenzie back for Schultz. Now Cates down low. Kester out front. He gets the puck. It's broken up. Nelson bank pass down the near side for Alex Steves.
Oh, my gosh.
His pass. He gets it back now to the far post. And Kester will take control for Tria.
We're like me and cats. We're allergic to gold.
Stretch pass to the far blue line. Alex Steves half step. Save made by Bischel, who really didn't react much to that one. It just hit him in the left pad. Holla drops it off for Brady Shea, still looking for his first goal of the season. Schultz inside. Back to the far side, now out front. Holla pokes at it. And Brock Nelson will control with Anderson. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Jimmy Schultz forces a turnover here, working inside. Poke checked away by Stauber. Dare I say this has turned into a goaltending clinic.
It's a clinic. I don't know if it's a goaltending clinic right now. Right now it's a clinic for people who enjoy low-scoring games.
Jimmy Schultz in his aquamarine helmet and gloves, the member of the San Jose Barracuda. Here's Boyd, has Nelson with him, finds a streaking Corbett, cuts into the slot, heavy wrister, save made Bischel. Leaves it out front for Eric Holla. 1 minute remaining in our first half. Tied up at 2 as Anderson looks for their first win of the Deputy League season. 2-on-1 chance here. Anderson looking for something before the break. Brock Nelson never got it through to the other side as Nate Schmidt broke it up.
I think you might be right. I think we are seeing a little more defense tonight. Nate Schmidt just chips it into the middle. When was the last time you saw somebody make a defensive play?
Cutting inside, Toninato scores. There is an answer before the break for Anderson. Dom Toninato is fourth of the season, and it is a 3-2 Anderson lead. Dom Toninato, alternate captain for Manitoba, the AHL affiliate of Winnipeg. Do they have one more before the break? Ben Steves out front for Boyd, pokes at it. It'll go into the corner. And that will do it for us here in the first half. It is a 3-2 halftime lead for Anderson, looking for their first win of the season. And we will send you downstairs to Anna Baining, who's ice side with Mike Riley.
I'm down here ringside with Mike Riley. And Mike, what's been keeping you busy this summer? We're nearing the end of it.
Yeah, it's been a quick summer for sure. Just a lot of working out and training and skating a lot, trying to stay in shape. And I know August is kind of a time to ramp it up, but I've been on the lake a little bit, and I golf with a lot of guys out here, which is pretty fun.
And you talked last week a little bit about lap swimming or training with Vinny Lettieri. What's that consisted of?
Yeah, so every once in a while we'll just kind of mess around, do a couple laps, and try to compete against each other, which is pretty fun.
Well, thank you. Good luck in this next half. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Anna. Good to hear from Mike Riley. And we are going to take this time to remind you that Anderson Group is a holding company that specializes in acquiring businesses in the construction industry. They aim to acquire synergistic companies with strong leadership, solid reputations, and high potential for growth, staying true to their motto, building on your good name. Tria is proud to provide a world-class orthopedic and sports medicine care for the athletes in Beauty League. Whether you're a professional athlete or weekend warrior, you'll get the same expert orthopedic care when you're treated by Tria. Schedule online today at tria.com. Perfect timing. We are back in action here. Anderson looking for as hot of a start to the second half as they they had in the first. And the clock has not started here in the second.
I love this game. How long?
So we are playing with house money, and we're getting some bonus hockey. How long will we be behind schedule going in to the second and third games of the night?
Clock guy is on his phone. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And we have started. So I would say about 30, 35 seconds of free hockey the folks are going to get here. Cody Corbett with it at the right circle. Well, Peter, you said but before the game, or perhaps just shortly after the start of the game, that tonight would not be the night Anderson gets their first win. Do you think any differently now?
No, I still don't. I mean, it's Anderson. They haven't proven over 5 weeks that they can win one of these games. I still think Tria will find some way to pull off a comeback victory.
Nate Schmidt looking to tie things up, and good D that time from Cody Corbett as Becker gets it at the far blue line. Becker shot blocked by Schultz. Gets it right back. It's a 3-on-0 from in tight. Riley.
Ooh.
And I think that one might have caught iron. Bischel got a piece, but
I didn't hear it go off the post.
Went off the left post. Weird deflection there. Here's Kester. He can't tie it either. Save made by Stauber with the stick.
Mike Gall.
Back for Schultz. Tries to go 5-hole. Stauber drops down out of the butterfly to make that save. Now Riley chips at this one. Kester gets it back and turns it right over. Riley lurking there like a middle linebacker.
Mike Kester not happy with himself right now.
Becker made up for it that time. Forced Becker to the outside. Helgeson will be forced to play this one. And now here's a breakaway look. And again ringing the post is Kyle Rao. We have had just an abnormal amount of post hit tonight. And that is part of the reason for this low score here in the second half, outside of just the overall offensive ineptitude. Schultz at the left circle, now in tight backhand try. Save made by Stauber.
I like that word, ineptitude. I like that.
Alex Steves now, 2-on-2 with Brock Nelson. He cuts to the right side. They crisscross. A trailing Helgeson cuts inside. Backdoor tap in. They score. Puck speed on that goal about 12 miles an hour as Brock Nelson guides it into the back of the net. Anderson takes a 2-goal lead here early in the second. It's 4-2.
Boy, that was a nice move by Helgeson there. I didn't know he had it in him. The Faribault, Minnesota native putting on the moves in the backhand pass.
Seth Helgeson, the long time member of Bridgeport in the AHL. I'm sure spends a lot of time with Mike Riley and Anders Lee and Brock Nelson and their preseason stuff. Has not played in the NHL in a few years. The last 7 seasons spent with AHL Bridgeport, is the last 4 as captain of Bridgeport, the all-time franchise leader in games played. And certainly an Islanders legend, no matter what the level. Riley looking to get it across for Alex Steves. They can't connect. It's a 2-goal lead for Anderson, looking for their first win of the season.
You know, I love that. I love the fact that he's been in Bridgeport for so long. He's been captain for 4 years. You know what that tells me? It tells me that they're preparing, or at least he's preparing Seth to be a coach at the next level or a player development person, somebody who understands each level of the game and the trials and tribulations that players go through to get from the AHL to the NHL. I think that Seth Helgeson will play a major role in a professional hockey franchise within the next 5-6 years.
Back in action here, Brady Shea down the right side, still without a DBL goal here in the year 2024. Schmidt takes it at the right side. That one deflected by Brock Nelson, now poked ahead. Alex Steves breaking in. McKenzie left out front. Nelson pokes at it. Cleared away by the boys in dark. Tria down the right side. Here's Shea. Over the line, drop pass. Jackson Cates scores. Oh, what a snipe, Jackson Cates. Takes the drop pass from Brady Shea and rifles one home. Jackson Cates, his second of the game, fifth of the season. Tria gets one back. It's 4-3.
Oh, my goodness. Eyes up all the way. The physics worked out perfectly for Jackson Cates there on the drop pass. He got all the mustard in the world behind that one.
Just a snappy wrister. Jackson Cates with a beauty right there. Brady Shea picks up an assist. Curtis McKenzie, the secondary assist as well. Just over 18 to play. Tria gets one back, and it is 4-3 in our first of 3 games here tonight. Looking forward to our next one as well. Walser and Element to John Scott Cup hopefuls. Walser starting off their season Element start off their season on a 4-game winning streak before finally losing last week to Tria.
It's all right. We'll get it back this week.
And if you want to hear if Peter is correct, be sure to stay tuned for our second of 3 games. It should be a good one. 3 teams in our men's division, all over 500, with Anderson really being the only stick in the mud. Schultz left side, and now Helgeson will take it in his own zone. The last time we saw these 2 teams play back in week 3, Tria a 9-4 win. Eric Halla with 4 points. Austin Magansky with 4 points as well. These sides will meet one more time before we head to postseason play. Monday, August 26th for the semis, the 28th for the final. Here's Eric Halla inside, backhand, and Stauber shuts the door. Halla couldn't quite get his A or B move off there, but Stauber sticks with the C move and shuts it down.
At this point, he might need a D move.
Riley had Helgeson for the one time. His pass deflects, and now controlled by Tria. Anders Lee down the left side into the zone with Schmidt and Halla. Lee scores! Low glove side on Jackson Haber, and Anders Lee knots us up at 4. Under 16.5 to play. We are neutral.
Wow, how about that? What did I say? I said Tria was going to make the comeback because Anderson hasn't proved that it can win at this level. And here we are.
Tria right back in this one. We are knotted up at 4, just over 16 to play.
And none of our Hattie players, I don't think, have a goal yet.
You are right. Helgeson, Corbett, Kester, and Schultz all held off the scoreboard. As Halla feeds to the far side, they are just into the zone onside as Lee came back in for that one. Tria will pull this one out into the neutral zone. So here's something I'm curious your opinion on, Peter. Not sure if it's something we've discussed before, but it just came to mind as Tria pulled that puck out of the zone.
I am a huge fan of ketchup on hot dogs.
Not what I was going for as Ben Steves plays this one through, Helgeson to the far side. In the NHL 3-on-3 overtime, do you believe there should be some sort of an over and back rule where once you've entered the zone, you cannot willingly exit the zone? Because what those end up becoming is just 5 minutes of chicken, pretty much, as we get an offside whistle here. Because if you think about it, the NBA has an over and back. You're in possession of the ball. Unless you're forced into the backcourt by the defender, you can't go back there.
I say no.
Yeah?
I say no. Fewer rules, please. Fewer rules. You've already made a mockery out of overtime by going 3-on-3. In professional hockey, we're going to add another arbitrary rule to manufacture what? Do I like watching overtime in the NHL? No. But I don't think more rules are the answer.
Me personally, I think it's something that would result in a huge increase in the overall quality of the extra session. Riley will work this one all the way around. I don't think that the 5 minutes of 3-on-3 should be similar to the Beauty League, but with more defense, just up and down, back and forth. And instead, as Eric Halla is into the zone, 2-on-0, and he goes off the crossbar. Halla has not quite had his usual scoring touch here today. He heads back to the bench, shaking his head.
Yeah, he'll get one by the end of it.
Now here's a one-time look, and Jack Becker scores. Jack Becker now with a couple of goals, and Anderson is right back on top. 14 to play. It's 5-4.
Jack Becker from the fake town of Delwood. What a legend. He got all of that one, too. I'm always impressed by guys that can get that much velocity on a one-timer like that.
Anderson has the lead once again, still vying for their first win of the DBL season. And they are just about 14 minutes away from picking it up. Stretch, pass, deflects, and nearly up out of play. Thought that one might end up in the hands of a lucky fan. We have not yet mentioned tonight the Dick's House of Sport double puck. A 2-minute window can be used by either team. Each team gets one throughout the course of the game. When the hot puck light is lit, the team that lights it has a 2-minute window in which to score. Should they score, their goals count as double. So definitely something to watch down the stretch here. Nate Schmidt sends one on. Blocker save made by Stauber. Alex Steves down the left side. Bischel will smother that one.
My last comment on the overtime thing, I also want to avoid more reviews of plays, and I just feel like something like an over and back would lead to more so-and-so is challenged, the call on the ice. Let's spend 5 minutes squeezing more ads for Hardee's into our broadcast.
What is your ideal NHL overtime then? 5-on-5, 4-on-4?
Straight to a shootout.
Really?
No, it would be 4-on-4.
Helgeson working it all the way around town. Toninato can't slam it through on the back door. Now, I personally do enjoy the 3-on-3. I just wish that there was less puck ragging. Brock Nelson, oh, he rings the post. How many has that been now? It feels like 6 or 7.
It's been 10. It's into the double digits by now.
Brock Nelson, Ole around his man. Now out front, can't get the shot off. And Shea will spring Schmidt on the outlet pass. Nate Schmidt left side, shot save, rebound try. Jackson Cates can't settle it down. He'll go get it in the far corner. Under 12 to play now. 5-4 Anderson, your score. And this one broken up. Brock Nelson will, boy, I thought he had a shot at the breakaway, but he ends up pulling it out. McKenzie down the left side now for Kester working in. His shot deflected. Helgeson backhands it up ahead for Nelson. Into the middle for Alex Steves. Schultz will turn and play this one. Now back for Nelson. Bank pass finds Toninato near side. Mike Riley working up high. A little bit of space. He'll pass it down low for Boyd. Working below the line. Travis Boyd saucers it across. Riley gets it off the redirect. And he'll send it back down low. 11 minutes to play here in our second half. Alex Steves fans on the pass. Foot race between Schultz and Riley, and Schultz will win. Jimmy Schultz breaking down the right side. Alex Steves catches up to him on the back check, ties up his stick. Halla fresh off the bench. Boy, could Tria use an Eric Halla goal. And could Eric Halla use an Eric Halla goal for that matter? As Anders Lee dumps this one off. Halla collects it off his skate. Let's see if he heard me from down on center ice. Halla all the way around. For Lee at the left half wall. Halla for Kester. Broken up Toninato. Kester will get it back and now turns it over. Toninato again. No look pass. Toninato backhand try. Net comes off again. We'll play on. Toninato working in. Was a pad save made that time by Bischel. Now sent back across. Corbett fans on it. Halla will retrieve. Under 10 minutes to play. 5-4 Anderson lead. Will they get their first win of the DBL season?
No.
Halla cutting in. Scores! beauty from Eric Holla. Bearing in inside on Jackson Stauber, and he just gets a little bit of room underneath the bar. Eric Holla has his DBL leading 10th goal of the season, and it's 5-5.
Well, it was just a matter of time for Eric Howley. He'd hit so many posts. He'd had so many chances. A player of that caliber in this league, it was going to happen eventually.
Eric Holla coming into play. Team lead for Tria in goals and assists. League lead in points. And now with his 10th goal of the season, moves into a tie for the league scoring lead with Mr. Ben Myers of Element. We'll see him coming up in game number 2.
Are we sure he's here this week?
He is here this week.
All right.
This week was certainly the least chaotic in terms of late additions, late subtractions. I woke up at a reasonable time this morning.
11:30.
And it's covered up by Bischel. Tough break there for Anderson. Thought they might have something cooking. No, not 11:30, actually 9 a.m. I woke up. I got, goal scored there by Brady Shea.
Brady Shea woke up this morning.
That he did. Tria with back-to-back goals. And it's the same old story for Anderson, slipping through their fingers late. Brady Shea, his first goal of the DBL season. Ryan Bischel never saw that one.
No, apparently not. I thought it was
Check that. Jackson Stauber never saw that one.
I thought it was kind of an innocuous shot off the left circle.
Stauber and Bischel are wearing similar enough helmets where it's throwing me off. Stauber has that little bit of gold on the top, and it is getting to me.
I don't think anyone will hold it against you.
Ryan Bischel did pick up an assist on that last Brady Shea goal.
Whoa, superstar.
Kester looking to add one on. Stauber kick save with the right pad. Now here's Nelson. Anderson now in a familiar spot. Down a goal here late. Both sides still with use of the double puck. Kester inside. Shot goes high. And deflects off the glass to Rowell.
You know, for his own sake, I hope that Mike Kester scores within the next couple of minutes. He's shaking his head at himself. He's just not feeling it right now. You'll get one, Michael. You'll get one.
Pagansky.
It's got to be the Bowlby that he's wearing on the back of his jersey right now, because Henry Bowlby has had a couple of games where he just couldn't buy a goal. I think it's a Bowlby curse.
Pagansky, one-time score. Tria is feeling themselves right now. Austin Pagansky, it's his 5th of the season. Tria with 3 in a row, and they lead by 2.
Will, I love 3 things in this world. Number 1 is my mom. Number 2 are my dogs. And number 3 is being right. And right now we are watching Anderson crumble.
Austin Pagansky, 14 tucks a year ago for the Tucson Roadrunners. Now he has his 5th of the DBL season. Tria has finally found their offensive rhythm here in the second half. And they lead this one 7-5. Give the assist to Rao, and Jimmy Schultz picks up a helper as well. 7-5 Tria, both sides still with use of the double puck. Schmidt will send this one inside off the skate of Nelson. Foot race between Alex Steves and Nate Schmidt. Schmidt catches up, Steves pulls it back, and Bischel pulls it down. Now under 6 to play. Anderson will keep an eye on their bench, see when they elect to use the double puck. Jackson Cates scores. It's a hat trick for Jackson Cates. He has doubled his season goal total. Tria has scored 4 in a row, firmly in control, 8-5.
Warm up that bus, buddy. Warm up that bus. They got a team table waiting for him at Mr. Paul's Supper Club. Time to call it a night.
At what point is the Anderson front office going to consider a coaching change? If they start this season 6 games in and they're still winless.
Sell a farm. It's time to sell the team.
I would be intrigued if we had a DBL trade deadline, what the return might be for a guy like Brock Nelson or a guy like Dom Toninato. I do wish that is something we would add to the league where the captains were kind of general managers. I don't think they really care enough to, but it would be quite fun.
Yeah, and I'm sure these guys have their summer schedules set, months in advance, and they don't really want to play the schedule game. I would be more curious to see where a player like Ben Steeves would end up if there were a trade deadline. I think if Anderson's got any chance of mounting a comeback in the last 4:30, I think Steeves and Steeves are going to be two primary pieces.
Ben
What's
Steeves,
up?
oh, right on cue. Ben Steeves with his 4th of the season. Mr. Peter Rodney, you are a wizard. 8-6.
So Ben's got his one. Now it's time for Alex to get one. And then either of them can score the tying goal.
8-6 with 4:15 to play. Both sides still with use of the double puck. Perhaps they need to be reminded that. Perhaps we will remind them of that when we get under about 3 minutes. It is an 8-6 lead for Tria. Anderson snaps the scoring streak for Tria. They had scored 4 unanswered before that last one. And looking for an insurance goal here is Anders Lee. Jim Carroll getting the folks fired up. Kester up high, cutting inside, passes it across, and Holla can't finish it off.
I want him to get one so badly.
Toninato down the left side, bearing in on Nate Schmidt. Toninato, and it's a blocker save made there by Bischel. Holla winds it up. Glove save made by Stauber. Will we get a hot puck goal late? Could be the difference in this one.
Somebody's got to turn the light on.
Riley at the left side. Will we get the elusive hot puck empty net combo? One of my favorites. Boyd.
Is that one of your favorite combo? Kind of like the $5 Cravings box?
The $5 Cravings box is now $6.29.
Oh,
if you can believe it. Still
of
one
course
of
I
the
can believe it.
Still one of the best values in fast food. Gotta love me some good Taco Bell. Here's Boyd getting it back, and he had Bischel sold that time, but couldn't put it home. Tria with a minute 36 remaining on the hot puck. This could put it away. Shea fires it high. 2.5 to play. Keep an eye on the Anderson bench, as we only have about 25 seconds before any hot puck time could be wasted. Out front, Pagansky can't get the stick on it. Toninato. Boyd. For Becker. Now would be the time to flip it, and a shot is saved by Bischel. Now it is on. 2:03 to go. We have about a minute of double hot puck. As Pagansky breaks down the right side, it is broken up by Riley, and here we go.
And a Steeves is on the ice.
Drop pass finds Ben Steeves, working in. Took a stick in the slot from Schultz. Riley gets it. Shot goes high. Ben Steeves on the rebound. To the far post. A minute 38 to go. Far side half wall, working up high, deflected away by Rao. Ben Steeves will go back to get it, and boy, is he skating hard.
We need the other Steeves. There he is.
23 seconds remaining for Tria on the hot puck. Add a minute to that for Anderson.
Ben Steeves is out there throwing the body around on Jimmy Schultz.
Kester gets it back. We'll keep an eye on Jackson Stauber as well. With a minute 10 to go now, see if Anderson elects to pull the goalie, Brock Nelson. Sends it out. McKenzie will knock it down. Hot puck time over for Tria. And Kester will take it down the right side. Brock Nelson closing in on him. Stauber makes a save. 50 seconds to go. 45 seconds on the hot puck. There goes Jackson Stauber to the bench. Brock Nelson takes it. Toninato is the extra attacker for Anderson. Can they snap this dreadful losing streak to open the 2024 season as this one comes out of the zone? We got offside waved with under 30 seconds to go. Tria happy to play the possession game here late. We do have an empty net. Can Jackson Cates hit it? And he does. A 4-goal game for Jackson Cates, and he adds the exclamation mark with the empty netter. Jackson Cates has made this a 9-6 game, and you can go ahead and start those Anderson buses. It's going to be a cold ride home as they will move to 0-4-2.
Oh, I'm glad we're stopping the clock with 16 seconds to play.
So Anderson had a lead about halfway through the second half. Tria scored 4 unanswered As Alex Steves pokes at that one, it'll
Well, that was
be
the last
redirected to the
gasp.
near side. And with 5 seconds to go, Stauber will settle it down, and that will do it. Anderson just cannot buy a win, but Tria keeps the winning streak going. They've won 4 in a row after starting 0-2. It is a 9-6 final here in game 1. Jackson Cates, your player of the game. The absolute correct choice, the former Stillwater Pony, the former UMD Bulldog, the current Rockford Ice Hog with a 4-goal performance. Brady Shea with a goal and 4 assists as well. Ryan Bischel, sharp as ever in goal, upping his season stats, so we're already quite impressive. Peter, what is going on with Anderson? How do we make it stop?
How do we make it stop? You reach deep down inside the very being of your soul, and you find that fire. You find whatever you need to come out here next week and pick up a victory. It's all about will. It's all about want to. And right now, Anderson's got to find both.
It is a 9-6 win for Tria. Jackson Cates with 4 goals. Brady Shea, Anders Lee, Curtis McKenzie, Eric Halla, and Austin Pagansky add a helper as well. And Tria advances to 4-2. Anderson is 0-4-2. We are going to take a very short break. When we return, it is game 2 between Walser and Element. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a good one. Back here in just a few moments on DBL. We welcome you back here, game 2 of our DBL triple header, and this is going to be a good one. It is Element coming in at 4-1 against Waler at 3-2. A lot of star power on both sides, a lot of young guns, especially on the Waler side. It is going to be a good one here in front of a good crowd at Braemar Arena alongside Peter Odney and Abaning at ice level. I'm Will Peterson. Element started off this season on a 4-game winning streak. They lost for the first time last week to Tria, 8-6. Waler, on the other hand, kind of streaky, 2 wins, 2 losses, and then a win. And last week took down Anderson 12-5. Peter, go ahead and tell the viewers our hat trick challenge.
Hat trick challenge. Will and I have each chosen one player from each team that we think has a chance at getting a hat trick tonight, and if that player gets said hat trick, we will throw our respective hat on the ice. My picks tonight from Waler's number 28, Hunter Johannes, and from Team Element, my guy, number 27, Dennis Chalowski. I am the number 1 Dennis Chalowski fan in North America. Couldn't speak for the rest of the world, but I'm going to go with my guy. So if Dennis gets a hat trick, I will throw my hat on the ice.
And I have taken Jimmy Snuggerud for Element and Will Francis for Waler. And the challenge isn't so much scoring the hat trick. That happens quite often. The challenge is ensuring your hat makes it to the ice.
Yeah, that would be a challenge. I also think that with Jim Carroll in the box, the challenge is going to be getting my hat back.
Letary drop pass for Lindgren. We are underway. Game 2 of 3 here in this one. Johannes rifles one wide.
I think my hat is safe.
Waler skating from right to left in light blue. Element skating from left to right as Novak fires one on net. Kaskasuo, the GoPro'd Kaskasuo, makes a glove save. And now here's Oliver Moore back with us for the first time since the first 2 weeks of the season. Good to see Mr. Oliver Moore back. He made quite an impact in his 2 games. 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. Through the legs, Tristan Bros. Every week this guy plays in Djibouti League, you can count on some sort of freakish highlight, and there is this one. Under a minute and a half in, Tristan Bros, his 6th of the season, and it's 1-0.
Oh my goodness, just as pretty as the goal, that pass by Tommy Novak, little sauce in close range.
Put that one on Kaskasuo's head. And Tristan Bros, the former Denver Pioneer, makes this one a 1-0 game.
Is he no longer a Denver Pioneer?
He has signed his entry level with Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
Did he really?
He did.
Oh, good for Tristan. Good for you.
He did. So, Tristan Bros, 1-0. Element picks up where they left off, and there's another one, and it's Mike Vorlicki. Welcome to the 2024 DBL season. The Wisconsin Badger makes it 2-0.
I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Mike Vorlicki's name on a roster. I think the last time I saw Mike was during that 2019 state title run he had with Edina, so it's been 5 years, almost 6 years since I've seen Mike Vorlicki.
Mike wore the C last year for the Wisconsin Badgers, and he's certainly making his presence felt here. It's 2-0 Element. Snuggerud is denied that time. Will Francis drops for more, and Waler looking for an early answer here. Drop pass looks for Shifsky. It's broken up by Shaw, and Element will reset things up in their own zone. Again, Element started off this year with 4 straight wins. They fell for the first time last week to Tria. Now looking like they're back in their groove here, at least very early on. Snuggerud across the crease. Nobody home, and it will come out to center.
Look how orderly the benches are right now. Everybody's sitting down, forwards with forwards, defenders with defenders. Very regimented today.
Shaw will drop this one off. And now Jimmy Snuggerud makes a pass, goes off for a change. Under 20 to play here from Edina. Of note, Element has been without their captain, Derek Forbert, for quite some time.
We don't need him.
He is not here this week. Also not here for Element, Nick Dowd, John Chavo, Matt Anderson, and Nikita Pavelchev as Brink gets it back. And he kind of just ran out of room, so we'll send it up to the point for Lacombe, puts a spin move on. And back up to the point, Bobby Brink. Backhand
my
across.
goodness.
Mason Shaw, top shelf, picture perfect goal.
Oh my gosh. Somebody just booed.
Mason Shaw, his third of the DBL season. Element is feeling themselves here early. A beautiful backhand feed from Bobby Brink. It's 3-0.
Boy, I think Walser might be joining Anderson for dinner a little later on tonight, and they can commiserate about playing badly.
Element with 10.8 goals a game coming in. They already have 3, looking for a 4th. Kaskasuo knocks that one out of the air. Less than 5 minutes in, 3 goals for Element. As the new goaltender, Ethan Hayter, first time we've called his name here in this one, he goes back to settle that one down. Ethan Hayter, the 22-year-old St. Louis Park, Minnesota native. Null Midwest Goalie of the Year in 2019. The ECAC Rookie of the Year in 2021. A mainstay in Djibouti League last year, but the first time we see him here this season.
I believe his name is pronounced.
Oh, Lindgren scores.
Well, now his
Ryan
name is pronounced
Lindgren
Sid.
knocks it down as Letary fed it out in front. Lindgren gets Walser going, and it's 3-1.
Yikes. Just as I was about to say, I think his name is pronounced Hyder. He goes into hiding and allows a goal.
Lindgren
normally stops
puts that one home. Element now leads by 2. Walser gets there first, looking for another one is Will Francis, and he rifles that one wide of the goaltender Ethan Hyder. Now here's Novak, gets it right back and scores. Kaskasuo, man, tried to do the right thing, keep the puck in play. Novak takes his kindness for weakness and puts it through the 5-hole. It's 4-1.
This is going really well so far. Really well for Walser. Playing possum. They don't have a coach right now. Do they really not have a coach?
Walser is coachless on the bench.
Maybe the trainer could be the coach.
The coaching duo of Ben Clymer and Ryan Theros has just completely abandoned ship here in Braemar. 16.5 to play. 4-1 lead for the boys in blue. Element. I shouldn't say that. They're both wearing blue.
They're both wearing blue.
Royal blue for, I don't even, getting into shades here. I'm not sure. I would say Carolina blue for Walser.
I don't think it's light enough to be Carolina blue, though. It looks a little lavender to me.
Isn't lavender purple?
Well, it's a shade of purple. Oh!
And that was Shalowski that time ringing the crossbar. Peter nearly
Dennis
on the board, but we will play on.
You think Dennis Shalowski ever listens to these broadcasts and think, God, what a weirdo?
I'd like to think he does, but more than likely does not.
No, he's probably got more important stuff to do, like washing his hair or something.
Rinzel for Johannes up the left side. Hunter Johannes, his second DBL game of the season. Played last week, but for Anderson, there's been a lot of mixing and matching here, especially this week. Couple of guys coming over. Brink, drop pass for Vorlicki, and he will pull this one away. Nice through pass, finds Livingstone. He'll work it down low, forced outside by Matt Register. Now here's Moore. All kinds of space up the left side as he shook a couple men. Now he gets his pocket picked. Bobby Brink back the other way. He's over the line. Drop pass finds Vorlicki breaking in on the right side. Brink out front. Gets it right back off the deflection. Now feeds a trailing Lacombe. This one goes into no man's land. Vorlicki will collapse on it. Beats out Shifsky. Sending it down low. Now back Vorlicki. His shot deflected over the cage by Lindgren. Now Lindgren will play it on the near side. Walser looking to break out. Unable to do so. Vorlicki and Lacombe keep it in. Across for Shaw. His shot is smothered by Kaskasuo.
Boy, an inch or two here and there, and the score is 8-1 instead of 4-1. It's all Element right now.
You know, funny enough about Kaskasuo, he has a very, very limited selection of trading cards as Shifsky breaks it inside. I'm an avid trading card collector, been trying to get more into hockey cards. pretty much only baseball for me as Element works inside. Across, and boy, I thought that one went in, but it stays out. Now it does go in, and it's Bobby Brink finding the back of the net. Element continues to pour it on, and Kaskasuo digs this one out of the back of the net. 5-1 for Element.
Do you have a Bobby Brink card?
I don't, but I should, especially after that heavy wrister.
Yes, you should.
Bobby Brink just signed a 2-year deal with Philadelphia, the former second-round pick of the Flyers. It is 5-1. But getting back to my point on Kaskasuo, I was able to find one Kazimir Kaskasuo rookie card on eBay, and I had it in my watch list, and I forgot to bid on it, and it went for a price that I more than willingly would have paid.
How much?
$1.25.
It seems like a bit much.
Tufty with it.
The way he's playing right now seems like a bit much.
Casimir, if you're listening to this, I do not echo the same sentiments as Peter. I appreciate your time at UMD.
Casimir, if you're listening to this and you can't take a joke about 4-on-4 hockey in August, then I can't help you.
Rinzel now loses out control. Shalowski breaking back. It's been all gas, no brakes for Element here in the early goings. Less than halfway through the first. They've already hung 5 on the Braemar Arena scoreboard. Now looking for number 6.
Might have somebody turn my microphone up. I don't know if you can hear me deep inside that hole I just dug for myself with Kazimir Kaskasuo.
I think he'll be all right. Seems like a forgiving guy.
What gives that away? The camera on top of his head?
Mm-hmm.
That makes you think he's a forgiving guy?
Absolutely. Tufty with possession for Walzer.
Oh, no.
Novak picks the pocket, looking to drop it back for Bros. Tufty gets it back in the far corner.
That could have been bad.
Francis could not have been nearly as bad as the Kaskasuo turnover to Novak, who immediately puts it 5-hole.
Yeah, there was that, I suppose.
That would always be a point of contention when you're playing NHL with whoever it may be, your brother, your friends, because no one likes the guy that constantly freezes the puck, but also you don't want to be the guy giving up a turnover that leads to a goal when you do play it. As Rinzel breaks inside, heavy wrister, blocker save made by Hayter, and he will keep this one alive to the near side of Lacombe.
I think you just use your best judgment when it comes to freezing the puck in video games. If it's in the third period and it's a close game, then yeah, I would say you go ahead and freeze the puck. First period and the game is still very new, no.
Snuggerud with it. Now, remind me, you play NHL 07? Is that the go-to?
Oh,
there's
scores.
a goal right there.
Oh, my gosh.
And a beauty.
Oh, no. Who is that?
From Mr. Mason Shaw. It's his second of the game. Element keeps the good vibes going. It's 6-1.
Jeez.
Mason Shaw, 2 DBL games played thus far. He has now doubled his season goal total, going from 2 to 4 with his second of the game. Mr. Mason Shaw makes it 6-1.
Man, Element is just pouring it on.
Letary goes off the mask of Hayter that time. And Vorlicki with it. 4th assist of the night for Jackson Lagome. As this one played back to the near side, Mason Shaw. Luckily, neither of us took him as our hat trick men. And once again, in this one, none of our players have recorded a goal thus far. As Snuggerud looks for Vorlicki on the back door, broken up that time and played on the far side. Now reversing the field up the left side is Johannes, closing in on Lacombe. Glove save is made by Hayter, who plays it for Shaw. Under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. 6-1 Element lead.
Hunter Johannes with his nameplate flapping in the wind.
Oh, Snuggerud looks to snipe. Kaskasuo able to seal that near post, and we play on. Pass deflected by Shaw. Now here's Snuggerud closing in, tries to go 5-hole, and Kaskasuo able to drop down, make a stick save. Register on the far side, gets it up for more. Might have tried to leave it behind for Johannes. Snuggerud got in there, made it a moot point as Livingstone works it up for Element. Now to the far side, Shaw. Long pass across, broken up by Shifsky. Now Francis finds a wide open Oliver Moore. Here we go. Moore backhand try. Hayter stays with him and makes the save.
Less, not more. Don't look at me like that.
Schalowski over the line. Under 9 to play now. Up to the point, Brink toes the line, drops this one down low. Novak Livingstone across the crease. And Element seems to have really found something in the offensive zone. It has just been effortless for them thus far.
Yeah, effortless. That's another way you could describe Walser's defensive play.
Schalowski up to the point. We have two very different outlooks on life, Peter. I feel like I am more of a glass half full and you the glass half empty.
No.
Livingstone has this one escape. I think more times than not, though, that's true. I feel like I generally tend to be on the optimistic side of things.
How old are you?
19.
You still have all your teeth?
Yes.
Okay, I'm 32. I don't have all my teeth. So forgive me for having a little more realistic view of the world.
Novak inside. You know, I actually had 2 extra teeth.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I had to go get my wisdom teeth out. Vorlicki will play this one at the blue line. They hold the zone. Shifsky down the left side. He scores. Garrett Shifsky, surgical at time, up down low on the glove side of Hayter. Garrett Shifsky, his 7th of the season. Walser gets one back, 6-2.
I think he might have been screened on that one. A little seeing eye shot from Garrett Shifsky.
The Michigan Wolverine, good to have him back here in Djibouti League, one of our favorite to watch up here in the booth. He gets Walser back within 4 at 6-2. But getting back to the wisdom teeth, when they took the x-ray, they found 2 extra little baby teeth hidden underneath my front bottom 2. And so when they went in to remove the wisdom teeth, they got those taken care of as well. It was one surgery. I woke up, didn't know anything had even happened. Mouth was all full of gauze. And after about a week, I was good to go.
Yeah, I had my wisdom teeth out too.
How did that go for you?
I woke up, my mouth was full of gauze, and I wasn't thrilled. Felt like something important had been taken away from me.
Did you do the like the saltwater rinses?
Oh yeah,
Snuggerud inside. This
saltwater rinse.
Deflected away by Register. Not a fun thing to do, but I will say it definitely helps the recovery.
Did you have a dry socket?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Register down the left side, sends this one out off the stick of Snuggerud. Hayter able to stop it. Oh, we get a whistle off the cover. Interesting. We'll have a face-off.
Ethan Hayter definitely freezes the puck in shell.
That is about as low of an insult as you could levy onto a man.
I can think of worse things.
Lindgren at the line. That one cuts deep, Peter.
Like telling me I'm a glass half empty kind of guy. That's just mean.
I think it's generally true.
I don't think that's true. I don't think it's
Snuggerud
true.
and Lacombe pitch and catch. You were very glass half empty earlier about Anderson.
Yeah, because they were terrible. Sorry, they played terribly. Is that better? They didn't play very well. Just like Walser's not playing very well right now.
5.5 to go. We get an offside whistle here, so things have really tightened up on the officiating side.
We've got an offsides and a puck being frozen.
If you are playing DBL Bingo at home, you may have already hit the 4 corners because we have had a few events tonight that really happen about every week.
And he
now
missed
that one
it.
goes wide. I think between the clock not starting and the half not updating and the score being wrong at one point, that should knock down about 3. Lettieri down the right side has Tufty with him, sends it across, and Tufty whiffs.
You ever play bingo at like a bingo hall?
Not at a bingo hall. I know they have it at the Black Bear in Cloquet.
Yep.
I have never played in that big setting.
Gotcha. It's pretty nuts. People take bingo seriously.
I've played in my church before for a turkey. Lettieri has this one go high.
That is the most Minnesota Lutheran thing I've ever heard.
Catholic.
Oh.
We play turkey bingo, and it's a good time. Tufty down the left side, drops it off for Rinzel. And Hayter's able to stay with that one. Now back the other way, breakaway look for Tristan Bro, scores! That one nestles up underneath the pad. Kaskasuo can't even dig it out. Tristan Bros on the breakaway, goes 5-hole. And Element adds on another. It's 7-2.
Boy, slowing it down, doing the Evgeny Kuznetsov, I think they call that move. Going nice and slow, freaking the goalie out a little bit.
So it is a 7-2 Element lead. Coming into play, Element and Walser were the only two teams with a positive goal differential. And if this beatdown keeps up, Walser might lose theirs because they came in at a +9.
Oh. Well, that'll ruin pool play for him.
Livingstone will advance this one to the far side. Novak plays it in. Working inside. Schalowski, did that one go in? It hit something, and now it does as Tommy Novak comes down on this one.
Are they going to give it to Dennis?
We'll see who they give it to. And we'll see if we can get a replay on that. I thought the initial effort from Schalowski was good. And I think Schalowski did as well. I think Kaskasuo did as well, and that's why he didn't really try to get over for that one. So we will see how it's announced from Mr. Jim Carroll. Regardless of how you slice it, it's an 8-2 Element lead.
Well, I want to hear this. This plays.
Uh-oh, Novak again? No, it goes high. Dennis.
Dennis.
Mr. Schalowski, as we have our first hat trick player on the board. Mr. Dennis Schalowski is 4th of the season, and Peter Rodney is
I got a guy on the board.
2 Dennis goals away from tossing that, what is that, Sawyer Land and Sea Supply hats onto the ice.
Yep.
I'm curious the origins of that hat.
Santa Cruz, California. There was a shop. My sister and her family used to live in Santa Cruz. Went to visit once. I saw this, and in a moment of weakness, I bought it.
It's a good hat.
Thank you. I like this hat. Was it worth $40? No, but those are California prices.
Kaskasuo, nice left pad save made there. Oliver Moore closing in on the backhand to the forehand. He scores. Well, it was only a matter of time before Oliver Moore got on the board with his motor. This time, Walser on the breakaway. It's 8-3.
Well, I'm glad they're closing the gap a little bit. If I had to guess, I'd say Element's going to get at least one more before the first half is over.
I don't think there's a guy out here that goes harder than Oliver Moore.
There is not, which is why I expect somebody to take a swing at it.
I am actually going to propose Mitchell Wolf.
I miss Mitchell Wolf.
I really miss Mitchell Wolf. We got to get him back here.
Mitch.
He is he's the boyfriend of a friend of mine.
Is he?
He is.
Oh, so he's basically your bestie.
Pretty much.
Is he a nice guy, according to all involved?
Can't say I've gotten much of a read, but I like watching him play hockey. Here's Brink inside on the forehand, pulls it out, looking for Novak. And that one broken up. Johannes down to the left side. In with Moore, trailing Lindgren is found. Now one time, look, they score. Boy, was that pretty. 3-on-2, executed to perfection. And it's Hunter Johannes finishing it off. Walser has back-to-back goals, and it's 8-4.
Yeah, that's another one of my hattie guys right there. This is not looking good for my poor little hat.
Johannes left it for Moore. Moore for Lindgren. Lindgren across for Johannes. That is as textbook of a 3-on-2 as you'll see here in Djibouti League. Looking for another one there. Lindgren inside, and I guess they're just going to keep the music going as well. This is really something. 12 seconds left in the half, and now there goes the music. Snuggerud over the line. That's a first. I don't think we've had that quite yet this year.
You should just leave it on.
That's what the NBA does. It's just there's always music. And the music that we hear now is the Braemar Arena horn sounding, signifying the end of the first half. So Element stretched the lead as wide as 6. Walser with back-to-back tallies before the break. Oliver Moore and Hunter Johannes. And it is 8-4 Element at the half. Peter, your quick thoughts on the first half.
Element's still very much in control, but 4 from Walser. They're not out of it yet.
Anna Baining is waiting at ice level with Mr. Jimmy Snuggerud.
What team are you? I'm here with Jimmy Snuggerud on Team Element. And Jimmy, it's been a busy summer so far. What's been keeping you busy?
A lot of training, a lot of golf with the teammates, just kind of hanging around the rink and, coming out here and playing. It's been fun.
Are you pretty good at golf?
Decent. I like to beat some guys on our team. So.
What's your favorite club in the bag?
Ooh, I've been liking the 7-iron a lot lately. It's been doing me good deeds. Yeah.
Well, good luck on the course and good luck in this second half of the game.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Anna. Good to hear from Mr. Jimmy Snuggerud, the Minnesota Gophers legend. He'll be back for another year this year, and for the first time this season, Mr. Peter Otney is handling the ad reads.
I feel a lot of pressure right now.
You are going to knock it out of the park, Mr. Pete.
I think I am too, by reminding you that Element Electronics started with a simple belief that every home should have access to televisions with the latest technology. Element is the only major television company to assemble products in the U.S. The company's Winsboro, South Carolina factory assembles millions of TVs each year. Element proudly offers high-technology products at the most accessible prices, all while providing...
Oh, what a save. I'm so sorry, Peter, but Ethan Hayter just absolutely robbed, and it's worth noting the clock still has not started for the second period of play. Please carry on.
All right, now I'm trying to make sure Ethan Hayter's okay. He stretched for that thing. He looks a little stiff right now. All while providing award-winning, comprehensive customer service. For more information, visit elementelectronics.com. Element Electronics, bring it home. As for Walser, Walser is a multi-generational family business that is still family-owned and operated today. Family is Walser's #1 employee core value. Number 2 is faith, and number 3 is growth. Walser employs 1,900-plus people across 28 dealerships and their corporate operations. Walser's negotiation-free experience means everyone always gets a great price. The one-person, one-price sales model ensures a fast and easy car buying experience. Walser's return and exchange policy means you're sure to find the perfect car for you. Nearly all new and used Walser vehicles come with Walser Care, a complimentary limited powertrain warranty. Check out walser.com to learn more.
Excellent work, Mr. Odney. A very eventful couple of minutes while you were doing that. Letary sends this one high. This one rebounds out in front. Tufty gets it back. It's a kick save made again by Hayter. Gosh, what a save made. And I am looking forward to seeing the replay on that one as he just took one away. Yeah, I mean, an absolute beauty.
Might have to pull up the stream when I get home. I want to watch that. That was the loudest reaction we've had from the crowd since night 1.
Come to think of it, actually, I do have my laptop here as kind of a side monitor, and we can take a look.
Oh, it wasn't that crazy. That was a glove save.
That dog will hunt.
A glove save with a little flick of the wrist.
That dog will hunt, Pete.
Patrick Waugh did it better.
Well, Patrick Waugh also didn't play in the beauty league, so.
I wish he had. How much fun would that have been?
Letary into the corner. Tufty scores. Riley Tufty opens up the second half with a bang for Walser. Don't look now, folks, but the boys in Carolina Blue have 3 in a row, and it's 8-5.
My gosh, it's like watching a windmill shoot the puck.
Riley Tufty is a big man, shoot the puck hard, and that is how Walser gets on the board here to start the second half. We might have a comeback brewing here. Both teams still with use of the Dick's House of Sport double puck.
Double puck.
It is 8-5, 20:45 to play in the second half. And I figure we got about 45 to 60 seconds of extra time, because while you were doing the read, the clock still had not started when Ethan Hayter made that save.
Wow, do you work in a penalty box on the weekends?
I do,
yeah.
Believe it or not. Johannes with a shot, rebound, and Hayter will come out to get it. I never try to rip on anyone too hard, but it's a tough scene here from Braemar Arena.
It's a tough scene at Braemar Arena.
Stretch pass a bit too far for Will Francis.
Too low.
Hayter will come out to play this one. You know, I pride myself on never really making too significant of a mistake in the penalty box. I can really only count on my fingers the amount of times that a game has really slipped out of grasp. I don't think a game has ever really slipped out of grasp. Renzel inside, left pad save made, rebound try, and Hayter is able to seal that one off. Maybe there's a time or two you forget to start or stop the clock, but overall, it's usually a pretty smooth operation.
Maybe we'll send you down to the box. I'll do play-by-play.
Oliver Moore will settle this one down inside. Boy, he really tried to get into the bag of tricks there, but Hayter stays with it.
That would have been insane. If he'd pulled that off, that would have been crazy.
I would like to see Oliver Moore hit something freakish before this game is up.
I want to see anybody hit something freakish before the game is up.
Francis, and good play there by Hayter, diving out of the crease to sweep that one away. Under 19 to play from Braemar Arena, night 6 of the DBL season. Peter, I would venture to say that we are starting to wind things down.
Well, we are past the halfway point. When we're done tonight, we'll only have 3 more. Oh, my gosh.
Johannes heavy one time. He'll go off for a change.
We've only got 3 more times where we will be coming down to Braemar to do this broadcast. I would say winding down is accurate.
And we only have 1 more regular season night. Oliver Moore scores. Oliver Moore, his 2nd of the night, 6th of the season. And Walser keeps the train moving 8-6, 18-10 to play.
Element, it's time to figure it out. Oh, Walser's got coaches now. There's the difference.
Not just any coach. They've got 3 guys down on there on that bench now,
Yeah.
2 of which I've never seen before in my
I
life.
don't know who any of those people are.
Oliver Moore, the Minnesota Golden Gopher, makes a 2-goal game. Kaskasuo answers the bell on the other end as Bobby Brink broke inside. Moore back the other way, trips up there. I don't think Schalowski got a stick in.
No.
Snuggerud will be the first man on this one, walks right into a one-time, and it goes up, up, and away. Now Moore in with Shifsky, 2 of the Big Ten's best. Drop pass finds Lindgren, and that one deflects wide.
For everybody's sake, I'm thrilled that Snuggerud's shot missed Kaskasuo. Can you imagine if Kaskasuo would have been hit in the face by an off-the-board slap shot?
Lindgren will take this one out. Long outlet pass finds Shifsky for Tufty. Back Shifsky, glove save made. Rebound kicks to the near side. Register will play it in the corner for Walser. 4 unanswered goals for the boys in light blue. And here in the second half, under 17 to play, it is an 8-6 ball game. Element looks to get back to their winning ways. 4-game win streak to open up the season. When these two sides met in week 3, it was an 11-7 win for Element. Henry Bolby with 4 points. Tristan Brose and Nikita Pavlshev with 3 points apiece. Tufty across. Letary rings the post. Big one-timer there for Vinny Letary. Gets back up. Hayter able to get back to his feet and make a blocker save, but Walser continues to pressure here. Rinzel and Francis out there as the D pair. There's a lot of height on the ice for Walser right now between those 2 and Riley Tufty.
Almost too much height.
Letary into the corner, spoken like a short man. Schalowski gets it back. There's another big, tall man. And Livingstone. How tall are you, Peter?
Tall enough to go on the rides at Valley Fair. I'm 5'9".
Short king.
I feel like we've been over this.
I always forget.
You're 6'7".
I will not confirm nor deny the 6'7" allegations. Lacombe goes back to get this one.
What does your elite prospects say?
They do not make elite prospects for play-by-play men and or equipment managers.
Bummer.
Tristan Brose over the line, looking to send it out front for Vorlicki, and Rinzel gets in this one. Now splits the D, and he's got all kinds of room in front of him. Finds Francis at the far blue line. Now here's the Letary. Blocker save made by Hayter. Back across, Francis batting at it. Vorlicki will settle it down. It's a 2-on-0 with Brose and Novak. Novak for Brose. Back and forth they go. Save made by Kaskasuo.
Wow, how embarrassing.
To have a 2-on-0 and get that caliber of shot off is not what Element wants to see, having given up 4 goals in a row. Really feeling like this one might be starting to slip away from them. Under 15 to play now. Bros up high for Lacombe. Working it down low, leaves for Novak. Vorlicki's alone in the slot. Novak. Back for Lacombe. Backhand flip through the legs of Vorlicki. Now out front for Novak. It deflects for Vorlicki near side. Pressured from Rinzel. Novak. Backhand intercepted. Johannes has a streaking Oliver Moore if he can find him. Moore scores! Hat trick for Oliver Moore, and it is a beauty. The Mounds View, Minnesota native has a hattie. It's his 5th, 6th, and 7th of the season. 5 goals in a row for Walser. It's 8-7.
I feel less confident than I did a few minutes ago about my Element boys pulling out the win here.
Oliver Moore is picking up right back where he left off. Stunned in his first 2 DBL games, took a few weeks off, and now he is back with a vengeance. He's got a hat trick here in this one. Walser is buzzing. Let's see if Jimmy Snuggerud has an answer. He can't get around Johannes. Johannes leaves it for Lindgren. Moore lurking on the near side. Johannes into the corner, forced there by Schalowski. Rimmed all the way around. Lindgren will take it up high. Now Johannes for Register. Lindgren down on the far side. 13 minutes to play. Moore will take it at the far post, pressured outside by Dennis Schalowski. Moore all the way up high. Lindgren will take it on the bank. Johannes through traffic. Might have been tipped on its way in. Hader saw it all the way, makes a right pad save. Snuggerud back out of the zone for Element. He's pressured off there by Shifsky, but gets the puck right back. Sent to the ice by Register. Ouch! And Snuggerud gets up with a full back full of snow. Now a chance for Schalowski down low. Kaskasuo stands tall. Shifsky down the left side. Both sides still with use of the double puck. Moore gets it back, right circle. And now he works up the half wall, puts the moves on again. Gets out. Ooh, they went knee to knee there, Snuggerud and Moore. And neither of them looks too terribly worse for the wear, but scary collision between a couple of teammates. Brink fires this one wide.
Well, Oliver Moore just finished a lengthy shift there. Hopefully he can get his win back up. Walser's going to need him here in the last 12 minutes.
Register for Letary, across for Shifsky. Backhand out front. He gets it right back. Letary at the right circle. Has Schalowski blanketed over him. On the wraparound, feeds Will Francis. Bounces off his skate, goes out in front. Shaw will take it on the redirect for Element down the left side. And now gives for Bros. Tristan Bros cutting inside. Touch pass finds Lacombe. They score!
Is that Mason Shaw again? Yes, it is.
Shaw finishes it off on the back end. It's a hat trick for Mr. Mason Shaw, and it is an insurance goal for Element as they look to stop the bleeding. It's 9-7.
Yes.
Lacombe, Bros, and Shaw teaming up on that one. Nice passing display, and Mason Shaw finishes it off, completes the hat trick. 2-goal lead for Element, but perhaps more importantly, just a 1-score lead with the double puck still in play for both these sides.
Oh, nice to see a little bit of life out of Element, though.
Tufty fires one wide. Long rebound, comes all the way out to center ice. Francis will play for Rinzel. Rinzel from between the dashes finds Tufty. And a sliding glove save made by Ethan Hader. Not as flashy as the first one, but a good stop with the glove nonetheless. Just over 10 minutes to play. We had a good one earlier with Tria taking down Anderson. And a good one here in this one as well. Letary inside, forced to his backhand. And now we'll pull it into the corner. Of course, after this, we will have our women's game, tradition white, tradition maroon. Tufty gets it back and scores. Riley Tufty, his second of the game. Walser with a quick answer. It's back to a 1-goal game, 9-8, under 10 to play.
I don't like it. Don't like it.
Walser has been with them every step of the way since they notched that little comeback there, scoring 5 unanswered. And now they get one right back after Element scored and it looked like they might have stopped the bleeding, but The wound has been reopened, and it's 9-8. Tufty gets it back, looking for the tie and the hat trick. Novak sweeps it away and now finds Bros up the left side. The captain, Lettieri, on a hard back check, catches up to him, forces him to the backhand, and Kaskasuo makes the save. How about the effort there from the captain, Vinny Lettieri?
Oh, it's kind of scary.
You mean to tell me these guys don't care?
No, I didn't say that. I just said it was kind of scary watching him skate that fast.
Tufty, Schalowski, extra pass made. Novak in all alone. Safe. Oh, no, it trickles through. Oh, they're calling that no goal. That puck went in.
Over the line. That went over the line.
That puck went in.
Went over the line. I'm so mad.
Some audible boos from the fans here in attendance.
I'm so mad.
Johannes with it. We'll take another look at it. I have a feeling we'd be calling Toronto. Lindgren.
Jim Carroll just trolling the crowd, asking if they thought it went in or not.
It is a 9-8 Element lead with 8:10 to play here in the second half. Oliver Moore kicked that one up into his face. Luckily not wearing a visor, still rocking the NCAA approved cage.
Thank goodness.
Johannes will play for Francis. And now stolen away. And it's Snuggerud back the other way. Feeds it to the far side. Broken up there. Johannes will take it back the other way to Moore on the near side.
A 2-on-1 for the sons of the men who started Breakaway Academy. What a full circle moment for Bobby Brink and Jimmy Snuggerud.
Long stretch pass. Brink for Snuggerud. And that one they can't connect on either. Johannes will take it back the other way. 7.5 to play.
Andy and Dave would have scored there.
I'll take your word for it. They were before my time. Lacombe at the near circle. Long pass finds Brink. He will touch it back out for Lacombe. Again, both teams still with use of the double puck here late. See how that comes into play. Could get really interesting, especially if Walser manages to tie things up here in the last 7 minutes. Register long stretch pass finds Moore. Oliver Moore tripped up by Brink. That will be a penalty. And we will get a penalty shot for Oliver Moore. Already has a hat trick today. Can he make it a 4-goal performance?
Oh, no way.
And the Walser bench is going to pull the hot puck light. Oliver Moore.
Oh, he didn't do it.
Breaking inside. Denied. Save made there by Ethan Hayter. And correct me if I'm wrong, Peter, I think we might have the Hayter family about 2 rows in front of us here.
Yes. That would be the people to ask how to pronounce the last name, but I don't really feel like taking the headset off right now.
Shifsky up ahead. Lettieri working in. Good back check there from Vorlicki. And Lettieri holds on to his stick a little longer. Things might be getting a little chippy here. Guys are starting to skate a little harder. They know the finish line's in sight. They know it's a tight game. They want to win.
Why does it always seem to be Vinny Lettieri?
I mean, he was involved in one of the 2 DBL fights in history. This guy.
I'm starting to understand why, though. Whenever something gets a little testy, Vinny Lettieri's right there.
Shifsky keeps it and scores. Garrett Shifsky, his second of the night, is the first tying goal for Walser of the game. They trailed 8-2, and now it's 9-9 under 5.5 to play.
There's that shot. There's that shot again.
Garrett Shifsky was on a 2-on-1 with NHLer Vinny Lettieri and opted to keep the puck. And if that doesn't tell you anything about his confidence level, and rightfully deserved confidence, as he rifles it past Ethan Hayter, we are tied up at 9. It's a brand new ball game, folks. Don't go anywhere.
I might make it a point to watch Michigan men's hockey this year just to watch Garrett Shifsky.
Rinzel looks to go coast to coast. His backhand try is steered away by Hayter. Under 5 to play. Both teams still with use of the double pucks. We are going to have a good finish here from Edina. Good crowd on hand to see this one. Schalowski. Pass broken up by Rinzel. Livingstone will go and settle this one down. Now Letary down the left side, had Rinzel out front, shot it high over the net. Bros gets it. Now Schalowski and Lindgren in the foot race down the left side. Schalowski will keep control. Backhand try. Livingstone bats it down out of the air, and he'll take it behind the cage. Now here's Bros. Working his way into the corner, shakes a man now at the right circle, sends it down low between the legs, try, and Kaskasuo makes the save.
Gas planet.
Jake Livingstone with a dandy of a move there. Would have been an absolutely spectacular go-ahead goal, but we remain tied here under 4 minutes to play. Lindgren looking to break the tie. He does not. Rebound, try Rinzel, and he does. Sam Rinzel with his first DBL goal. The monkey is off the back for the Chaska, Minnesota native. 10-9 Walser. The boys have come all the way back. 3.5 to play. No comment from Mr. Peter Rodney. He is in stunned silence.
Not happy.
Element's biggest fan cannot believe what has transpired here. They led this game 8-2. It is 10-9 Walser.
We need a little double puck action here.
Johannes will come down on this puck. Got Tufty out front, tries to get it through. Lacombe will play it to the corner. 3 minutes to go here from Edina. Register comes out to center and plays this one. It was a 8-2 lead earlier on. For Walser, it looked like nothing, or for Element, excuse me, it looked like nothing could go wrong, and then Walser just storms back in and takes over here in the second half. The hot puck light is on, and we are going to get, is this an offside whistle here?
Well, I think they're trying to give the box a chance to catch up to the double puck.
Now both sides
Now it's off. Okay, now it's on.
Yes,
now there we go.
Is up on the scoreboard officially. Element has pulled the hot puck with just over 2 minutes to play. Vorlicki with it, fires one high on Kaskasuo. That one rolls all the way down on the dasher. I don't know if you saw that, Peter, but
a horrible miracle of physics in favor of Walser.
Brink with it now. Walser now has also pulled the double puck horn. So we will have double puck. Say that 5 times fast. Please don't. And that is how we will finish off the last minute 45 of this game.
Double puck.
Lacombe, bank pass up ahead for Novak. Down the right side, Element looking to take the lead. Novak wrapped up by Francis. Now played inside. Lacombe fires one up off the netting here. And now we will pause and have a face-off. I think with under a minute and a half to play, this is the right move.
Okay, as long as the clock stops.
Minute 27
They're going to pull the goalie, too. They're going to pull the goalie. Good move, Element.
Element pulls the goalie. Ethan Hayter is heading to the bench for the extra attacker. And that extra attacker will be none other than Mr. Tristan Bros, already with 2 goals today. Snuggerud and Moore meet on the face-off dot. Snuggerud wins it back for Schalowski. And
Drew.
the D-to-D pass.
Jake. There's a Drew Livingstone, isn't there?
Exits the zone. Minute 15 to play, 52 seconds remaining of hot puck time for Element. Walser's hot puck time will run through the end of regulation. Livingstone for Schalowski. Minute 5 to play. Up to the point, Schalowski walks the line, long shot. Kaskasuo saw it all the way, kept alive. They play it to Lindgren. Might have been a mistake as some chaos ensues right there. Now played down low. They score! Deflected puck through. And I believe it's Mason Shaw that will get the goal. Element retakes the lead. It's a hot puck goal. No, Tristan Bros that time. Tristan Bros, it's a hat trick. It's a double puck goal. It squeaks through the wickets of Kaskasuo. 46 seconds to play. Element regains the lead. It's 11-10.
Yes, Will.
Moore down the left side looking for the answer. Now Kaskasuo heads to the bench. Lindgren can't hold the zone. He'll be forced to go out and play this one. 28 ticks to go. Hot puck time about to expire for Element, so it'll be just Walser to finish things off here. Oliver Moore with 4 goals. Can he add another? Lettieri cutting down. Sends this one on. 15 seconds. Schalowski to the corner. Snuggerud battling for it. Moore in there as well. 11 seconds now. It squirts out.
Get out!
Can they hold the zone? Lindgren. Snuggerud gets up there. 5 seconds now. Moore at the near half wall. Fires it on goal. Schalowski will play it. Shaw gets it back. Element holds on to win it. A back and forth affair the whole way. Tristan Bro scores a hot puck goal with less than a minute to go to cap off a hat trick. And Element moves to 5-1. They are back in the win column. They take down Walser 11-10. Peter, what a game.
Could be the Frozen Four, could be the Beauty League on a Wednesday night. Tristan Bros knows how to play big in big games. Element! I always believed.
Tristan Bros, your game winner. Mason Shaw with a hat trick as well. And Jackson Lacombe ends up being your player of the game.
You have like 1 billion assists or something?
Interest. They said 4. So Jackson
not 1 billion.
Lacombe, your player of the game. Element takes the win 5-1. Peter, your final thoughts before we do it all again for the women's game.
I'm thrilled. That was a great ending to a great game. Nice to see the double puck play a big role at the end just like it's supposed to. I love the pulling the goalies, getting a little bit aggressive. That's what the fans are here to see. They're here to be entertained.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That will do it for our second of 3 games here. Don't go anywhere, because when we return, we will have Tradition White and Tradition Maroon in a very, very good women's game. We will be right back here from Braemar Arena here on the Beauty League.
We'll see.
We welcome you back here, Braemar Arena, our third game with the Week 6 triple-header. It is Tradition White and Tradition Maroon renewing their storied rivalry for the 6th time this year here inside Braemar Arena alongside Peter Rodney and abating down at ice level. I'm Will Peterson. Peter, a couple of fresh faces this week. We have Maddie Rooney returning in goal for Maroon, Lauren Bench returning for White. Who are you looking forward to seeing in this one?
I'm looking forward to seeing Issa Gettle. I haven't seen Issa Gettle since she played for Andover High School. She will transfer from the University of Minnesota this season to Bemidji State. A wildly productive high school player, nearly 200 career points for the Huskies.
They got her the smallest jersey they could find, and it is still too big. Truly remarkable. Maroon wins the draw. The clock starts, and we are underway.
We are underway.
Breen with it. She'll leave it behind for Lee Steckline. Now up the middle, down the left side. They are now announcing the Element, or they are soon to announce the Element TV winner. Steckline to the slot. Blocker save made there by Lauren Bench. Peter, what would you do with the 55-inch TV?
I would replace the other TV that I have. We're a one TV household. I think eventually once we finish our basement, Laura and I will invest in another television, and if the universe blesses us with children, it would be nice to banish them to a room in the bottom of our house.
This one hops up into the netting, and it will come out to center. A rolling puck settled down by Norcross, and she will find Audrey Wellington up ahead down the right side. Into the middle for Bryant, and Rooney is able to slide across, make that save as well. The recently engaged Maddie Rooney.
Oh, is she?
She is. Saw that just, about a week and a half ago.
Who'd she get engaged to?
A man.
Okay.
Of which I do not know his significance.
Okay. I thought we might be looking at a hockey power
Maddie
couple.
Rooney's fiance.
Okay.
But congratulations to Maddie and her now fiance.
Unfianced.
You have a fiance.
I do. It'll be my wife in less than 2 months.
How's that feel?
Well, I'll finally be able to say things that don't sound ridiculous, like my future mother-in-law or my future sister-in-law. Erica, Kira, and Lynn will simply become my in-laws. And people will finally respect me.
Did they not before?
No, not at all. I did find something funny. So Laura doodles a little bit when she's on the phone, and sometimes she's on the phone a lot, doing wedding planning things. And yesterday I happened to see that she was doodling the name Laura Odney in one of her notebooks. So that means she'll be taking my name, which is nice of her. Thanks, Laura. Appreciate that.
Practicing the signature?
Practicing the signature, yes.
Ava Lindsay working her way down to the right side. Out front, they score. Lindsay made the play happen, set it up out in front, and putting it home is Denisa Krizova. That's her first DBL goal of the season. White strikes first. It's 1-0.
Fantastic. Do you have anybody picked for the
I forgot.
Hattie,
We're going to carry that forward. I will take Ava Lindsay, and I will take Ella Berger.
Alrighty, I'm going to take Miss Natalie Snodgrass from Team Maroon, and I will take the goalless Claire DeGeorge from Team White.
Alrighty.
Our hat trick challenge entails that Will and I each select one player from each team to score a hat trick. If that player scores a hat trick, one of us will throw our hat onto the ice, and I'll actually do it this time.
You will not go back on your word as you have done before.
I will not welch. Oh, Jim Carroll, he's making his way back to the penalty box.
What does he have? Is that a game puck?
Is that a puck? I think it's a puck. He's motioning to the referee that he has another game puck. For a second, I thought it was a tin of Zin.
Yeah, not going to lie. That's where my mind wandered as well. Thought Jim might be packing a little upper decky lip pillow.
We are Not advocating nicotine use.
Audrey Wethington fires a shot on goal. Rooney makes a blocker save.
What's the opposite of advocating? Disadvocating?
Disavowing.
Disavowing?
You do not condone. Berger breaking inside. She scores.
Yeah.
Ella Berger with the answer for Maroon. It's her second of the year. And Ella Berger, the St. Thomas Tommy, ties us up at 1. We're all even.
Yeah, with the tennis grip on the handle, Ella Berger looks off. The defender goes top shelf.
Just under 5 minutes in. Each side now has gotten their feet wet in the scoring department. First it was Denisa Krasova, and now Ella Berger with the goal for Maroon, and we are knotted up at 1. Gettle and Snodgrass in a foot race there. Snodgrass will play it for Breen down the right side. Her shot goes across, will be played on the near side. Now up through the neutral zone. Norcross full head of steam. Closing. Oh, poke check made there by Rooney. Maddie Rooney using the stick well. Uses the stick there again to break it up and then again to make a save. And now it's taken behind. She doesn't know where that puck is. And now she will lunge at it and cover it up.
Where is it? Oh, she covered it.
And we will see. It looks like we will get a face-off here.
All
So
right.
Our officials do blow it dead.
I like a good
face-off.
face-off. Good face-off every now and again.
17:20 to play now. Face-off to the blocker side of Rooney is won and controlled by Maroon.
Oh.
A little pass too far for Nikki Nightingale down the right side. Gettle will force her out.
Is that an Adam Banks Mighty Ducks jersey I see?
Where are you seeing that?
Down behind the white goal?
Down behind the white goal, looking for
There's a ponytail covering it.
Pony. Oh, yes, I do see it.
But is it an Adam Banks? I can't tell. Whatever. I'll keep an eye out. Don't you worry.
Always fun playing the jersey game here.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, my goodness.
2-on-0. Brown back and forth, and they finish it off. Maroon with another, and it is a 2-1 game. As finishing it home that time was Abby Breen.
Oh, what a terrible time to go for a 4-player change by Team White. Easy goal.
Abby Breen adds on to her league-leading goal total. Came in with 7, now scores her 8th, and Maroon has a 2-1 lead.
Abby.
Back to the near side for Steckline. I see a number 23 Minnesota Wild down to our right.
I think it says Cutsack.
Interesting.
Yeah, not sure if that's that guy's last name or what. But that looks like an old original practice jersey.
Yeah, it does. That's an interesting one. Might have to find out the story.
My dad wanted to get me one of those for my birthday one year because he told me on my birthday they're cheaper. I think my mom talked him into getting me an actual Wild jersey. One of the practice jerseys you could get, it was like gray, yellow, and green. And he wanted to get me one of those.
You know, I just had a jersey kind of age itself into obscurity. I had a Kirk Cousins Minnesota Vikings jersey.
Nice. Useless now.
Yeah. Disappointing as Berger chops at this one. Swept away by Lindsay now to the far corner. Steckline will collapse on this one. Still have my Justin Jefferson jersey that will remain relevant for hopefully another 5 or so years at the minimum now that he's locked up in Minnesota.
Locked up.
Morrison down the right side into the zone with Steckline under 15 to play. Would also like to add a Anthony Edwards Team USA jersey.
Are you in the market or you have one?
I'm in the market.
Okay.
Taking a look.
All right.
Shepard's at the left point. Now cuts into the middle for Steckline. Extra pass for Tater. Now to the far side. White will control. Flaherty peels it back.
I was a big jersey kid.
Yeah, I was too.
I love jerseys.
I was too, but I actually just had this discussion this weekend with my family. Flaherty, one-time look, flutters high. And now played at the left post. Rooney will come out, cover this one, and play it. I wore a lot of jerseys as a kid, but some of them were downright heinous. I had a Kirk Heinrich Chicago Bulls jersey. And I told my siblings, if my son is a sports fan, I'm going to make sure he is fitted up because I cannot have
Kirk Heinrich's
my son
Bull
walking
jersey.
around in a Kirk Heinrich jersey.
Oh, my gosh. Why did you have a Kirk Heinrich Bulls jersey?
Pretty sure I found it at Savers for like $5.
Not even Kirk Heinrichs had a Kirk Heinrichs Bulls jersey.
Nikki Nightingale will bank pass this one ahead.
I never had like a numbered jersey, but I had blanks of Colorado Avalanche, Detroit Red Wings. I had 2 Wild jerseys, 1 green, 1 white. And what else did I have?
Krzyzova sends this one aside. That name tag fluttering off the back of the jerseys. Perhaps between weeks we look for a new tape sponsor of the Beauty League, as that has been a recurring issue throughout the night. Nightingale will play this one out front, now swept away by Audrey Wethington up to the point.
I emailed Howie's months ago about a possible sponsorship, not for the Beauty League, but just in general. 0 response.
My junior and senior year of high school, we were partnered with Short Side Tape, as working
Short
it around
Side?
there is Brian. Yeah, it's not Nate Schmidt's company, but I think it is Nate Schmidt's company. I think he's the owner, at the very least a partial owner. Lindsay on the near side. Yeah, that's how the connection was made. Obviously, Nate at that time playing in Winnipeg with Neil Pionk, the Hermantown native. And one thing came to another. We had a few cases of free tape show up in our locker room.
Nice.
Zumwink will go out to get it. Very, very comparable quality to Howie's, I would say.
Okay.
Guys at first were resistant to the change. Obviously, Howie's the standard. George out front, Bryant poking at it, but no, short side definitely held their own.
Okay. I'm a Howie's guy. I'm a Howie's white 1/2-inch tape guy. I've tried Renfrew. Not a huge fan of Renfrew. It disintegrated after 1 use. It also held a lot of water, which I didn't like.
Berger from between the dashes.
Oh!
It trickles through. Still loose. DeGeorge will clear it away for White down the left side.
I've also used Compo Stick, which I did not like. So I'm a Howie's guy. It's also readily available.
That it is. Berger tries to make a move, and it's deflected away. Now to the near side point. And evidently that one will
We got an
cross over the line.
offsides
So an
call?
offside whistle here, just over 11 minutes to play.
All right. Well, 2-1. We got a tight one here.
That we do. Both sides still with use of the Dick's House of Sport double puck. Couple of late changes, one for each side. And off the draw, Norcross will control. Working down the right side, out in front. Nice save there by Rooney, sliding to her right and getting the pad on it.
Gosh, I forget because I don't think Norcross has been here every week, but I forget just how fast she is with the puck.
Flaherty will go to get this one, and now rim it up for the aforementioned Norcross. Maddie Wellington tries to come through on that one. Morrison will play it for Maroon. Now Snodgrass, that one caught in the feet of Maddie Wellington. Bank pass finds Norcross, and here we go. Breakaway look for White. 5-hole score.
Oh, make it look easy.
Savannah Norcross with a beauty. It is a breakaway 5-hole goal, her 5th of the season. And White has knotted things up. It's 2-2.
Make it look easy. 5-hole on the ice. Smooth as can be. Rooney didn't throw the stick out that time. A few other times she's put the paddle on the ice and sort of waved it around. Not that time.
Under 10 minutes to play. We are knotted back up at 2 between White and Maroon, our third of 3 games here in week 6 of the Beauty League season. Maddie Wellington with it. She'll take it up the left side. Does it make you feel old to know the song they just played, Can't Hold Us by Macklemore, is like childhood nostalgia to me?
Yeah, it makes me feel old. I don't know what year that song came out.
I want to say 2013.
Yeah, it sounds like something I would have listened to in college.
What was your college grad year?
2014.
Okay. Solid. So you're 2 years ahead of my sister.
2 years ahead of your sister. We did not go to the same school.
No. No, you did not. Breen cuts into the slot. Sheppers pokes at it, and White with control. Backhand flip pass up ahead finds Maddie Wethington, and she'll center it for sister Audrey. Now Steckline controls it off the redirect. 2 white jerseys on her. She'll pull it all the way back into the corner, and now her pass deflected and intercepted by Audrey Wethington.
Are you excited for your sophomore year at the University of Minnesota?
I am very excited.
All right.
Stretch pass across. Lindsay looking for Krzyzowa, and the extra pass deflected away.
You'll get to watch a couple of these players.
That I will. Krzyzowa again with a try. Audrey Wethington collects the rebound, and now controlled by Breen for Maroon. No, I am excited. I move in a week from tomorrow. It'll be a good time. Class starts the day after Labor Day. Looking forward to getting back in the Metro. Looking forward to getting back in the swing of things. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
TikTok superstar Will Peterson.
I haven't posted in some time now.
Oh,
I think I've lost my claim.
I don't think so.
Now here is Brown sending this one up into the netting, and they're going to blow the whistle. And we will get a face-off here to the glove side of Lauren Bench.
Okay. All right.
Just over 7.5 to play here, our final game of the night. 2-2 your score between White and Maroon. Savannah Norcross and Denise Krzyzowa with the goals for White. Abby Breen and Ella Berger for Maroon.
Nobody on the hat trick watch, I don't think.
Ella Berger has one.
Oh, you took Ella
I
Berger?
took Ella Berger.
Oh, good call.
Brown, long shot. Berger, tip shot goes wide. Right on cue. Claire DeGeorge gets it. Coming up on the 7-minute mark, 3-on-1 look back the other way. This one hops up out of play as well, but they don't blow the whistle this time. Interesting.
It's a little subjective.
Berger over the line now for Maroon into the slot, pass to the far side. Snodgrass forced into the corner by DeGeorge. Brooke Bryant with it now. Flip pass ahead, tipped by DeGeorge for Flaherty. It's a 2-on-2 into the zone. Pass kicks off the skate of Tater to Morrison, and now they reverse the field for Snodgrass. Intercepted again. Now back the other way, it's White. As Rooney thought about coming out of her goal, now she'll settle back in. No shot that time as it is now played into the near side corner. Wonder how long till we get the new state champion banners up here at Braemar.
Well, you'd think at this point they'd have a pretty quick turnaround time given how many times they've had to order banners.
They are going to keep this one going here as Rooney sets it up for her teammate. They're under 6 minutes to play now from Braemar. Don't look now, the high school season's just around the corner.
I'm very excited. I was just telling Tony earlier, our boss, Tony, we did a pod today, and I said I'm getting really excited because it's getting to be about fall classic time. And to me, that's the official kickoff to the season. That's when games start to count. I mean, I love summer hockey for various reasons, but in the dog days here in August, it can get a little tough to get up for a game.
Tater right side scores. Tristana Tater with a snipe, top shelf, where Mama keeps the Thin Mints, and Maroon has a 3-2 lead.
That was gross. Absolutely disgusting, Tristana Tater.
Still looking for her first collegiate goal, but if she keeps shooting the puck like that, that will come in no time. The Maple Grove native gives Maroon a 3-2 lead here, 5 to play in the first.
You mentioned Thin Mints. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I would say the Samoas.
Oh, a man after my own heart.
I love a good, it took about 15 years of my life to come around on them, but once I saw the light, there was no turning back.
Samoas in the freezer with a glass of whole milk.
Sheppers adds to the lead. Liz Sheppers, back-to-back goals for Maroon.
Get that woman a Samoa.
That's what I'm saying. Get me a Samoa.
Get me a Samoa. Justin, cookies, please.
Liz Sheppers, her third of the DBL season. Maroon with a 2-goal lead now over White, 4-2.
I don't think anyone's going to get us those cookies.
Now here's a tough play there. Good work by Bench coming out to play it before Breen could get inside. Stack line far side half wall. Back to the point for Sheppers. Long shot from Stack line, deflects to the near side. And now played down low by Maroon. 3:40 to play, pass to the near side, backhand try from Sheppers.
Ooh, that was close. She got some nice,
knocked down by bench.
She got some height on that backhand.
Norcross looking to go coast to coast, split the D. Nightingale gets a stick on that one. Flips it to herself. Now she is stripped by Braun. Gettle will play it backhand to the middle for Wethington. Audrey Wethington down low, cycles through. Gettle comes free for Maddie Wethington. Thought about the slap shot and sends a wrister high and wide of Rooney. Nightingale with it again. Bank pass. Will clear the zone, but Ava Lindsay will win the foot race.
I'd like to see another foot race at some point.
Wethington leaves for Maddie. Audrey to Maddie that time. And her shot knocked down there by Rooney. Long pass finds Brown. It's breakaway look for Emily Brown. Goes to the backhand and just across the crease. Audible gasp here from the folks in Braemar Arena. Lindsay in a 3-on-1 with a trailer coming back. Flaherty, save made, rebound, try, backhand, score. Nice play there. Finishing it off on the backhand was Denisa Krasova, whose nameplate fell off. And don't worry, Peter, I was confused too. For Krasova, it's her second of the game. And White is back within one. It's 4-3.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out if that's actually Denisa Krasova. It is Krasova. Okay.
Yeah, you can see her nameplate is up next to the trainer on the White bench.
Okay.
Number 9 is Krasova. And she has her second of the game, second of the season. 4-3 Maroon lead, less than 2 minutes to the half. Tater will be the first one on this puck for Maroon. Oh, boy.
Goes down. Fight.
Lindsay down the right side. Berger was dumped by Maddie Wethington. Lindsay could not have sent that one much higher. But she will get it back, and we're going to get a whistle.
Well, I'm a little bummed out now. The gentleman who was just standing next to us, that's Jay Lindsay. That's Ava's father. I wish he was still here so I could see his reaction after watching her absolutely roof the puck into the black netting over the glass.
4-3 your score. Maroon over White here in the waning moments of the first half. Lindsay will send this one out front. Maroon sweeps it away, but only momentarily. Maddie Wethington from between the dashes. Her shot deflected wide. DeGeorge with it now, right circle. Between the dashes, Flaherty closing in. Right pad save made by Rooney. Rebound finds Snodgrass. She tries to flip for Berger. Lindsay collapses on this one. The Tommy and the Gopher get all tangled up.
That's a rivalry that's been brewing for years and years. They were two of the top players in their class in high school and over in Minnetonka. And I'm sure they're cordial off the ice.
25 seconds ago, Lindsay for Flaherty. Flaherty can't quite get it through on the back door. Rooney will control and give for Berger. 15 to play.
Find her.
One last gasp for Maroon here. Tater over the line. 10 seconds into the slot. Left pad save made bench. Zumwinkle will play. One final push for White. 5 seconds now. Going to have to get a shot off to George, and that will do it for our first half. So Maroon with a 4-3 halftime lead as Maddie Rooney looks to improve her already perfect record here in DeBeater League. Peter, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, one player I'd like to draw everybody's attention to going into the second half, Tristana Tater. She scored a goal already. She had that play right there where she came close again. I think if they're going to bust this game wide open, Maroon's going to look to Tristana Tater.
Anna Baining down at ice level with Audrey Wethington.
I'm down ringside checking in with Audrey Wethington. And Audrey, the summer has been flying by.
Yeah.
What's been the best part of your summer so far?
I was just in Colorado this past weekend. Went on some hikes, did some biking. It was a good time, yeah.
What are you most looking forward to in the months to come, or what's left this summer?
Well, what's left of summer, probably some more cabin time, but looking forward to the season. It's almost less than or it's a little bit more than a month away, so looking forward to it, yeah.
Lots of fun to come. Good luck in the rest of this game. Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Anna. Always good to hear from Audrey Wethington, the former Blake School standout. There are many of them here in Deputy League, as we discussed earlier. A few from Blake, a few from Breck, a few from Minnetonka.
Yeah.
Seems to be some pockets everywhere.
There's about $6.5 million in high school tuition out on the ice right now.
We will take this time to remind you that Tradition is a family of Minnesota-based companies working for good in our communities while connecting the dots for all of your land development, financial services, and home building leads. Learn more at traditionco.com. Well, Peter, second half of play coming up. I don't think we have any significant juice on our hat trick outside of the lone goal for Ella Berger.
We do not.
I also have Ava Lindsay, who is off the score sheet. Claire DeGeorge and Natalie Snodgrass for you have both been quiet.
Yeah, I'm in zero danger of losing my hat here.
Ella Berger might have it out for me. We will see. She's got 23 minutes to get 2 more. It is a 4-3 lead for Maroon at the break. They will skate from left to right for the second half with Maddie Rooney in goal. White will work from right to left with Lauren Bench waiting in goal. For them, Jim Carroll gets the folks fired up here for the second half. To a mostly subdued response. Brooke Bryant wins the draw for White. We are underway, and that's always how you like to open a first half.
An offside.
A second half of Deputy League play with an offside whistle, so we'll get a face-off near the White bench.
Let's fire it up. Feels a little bit like I'm at the public library.
Maroon wins the draw. Shepherds will poke it into the neutral zone. White regains control. Flip past the near side. Zumwinkle, they're into the zone onside. She'll work it to the far side corner. Morrison intercepts a centering look. Maroon back the other way. Nightingale leaves for Snodgrass.
Oh, there
across,
it was.
And she can't put it home.
It was on the back door. Zumwinkle is somebody that one of our fellow employees.
Oh, just stays out. Nice work by Lauren Bench that time to slide across. Oh! Hit stick. Snodgrass lays the boom
Seen
on Claire
Snodgrass,
DeGeorge.
Seen her do that a few times during her high school time with Eastview. Emily Zumwinkle is a favorite of our coworker Jossie Cookson. Jossie watched her play one night and thought, I think that Emily Zumwinkle might be the key in the following weeks. We'll see if that turns out to be true.
On the far side, played in there. Emily transferring to Ohio State for this upcoming season after spending her last 3 seasons in the Maroon and Gold here in Minnesota. Audrey Wethington up to the point for Maddie Wethington. You know what? I should have listened to my mom's advice as I was leaving the house this morning when she told me to take a Zyrtec because the air quality is so low. My allergies are just the worst, as Audrey Wethington sends one high.
Your allergies are just the worst?
I am a congested boy right now.
Wow, so you should have taken a Zyrtec. I should have taken a Nurtec. We're medded up right now.
What's a Nurtec?
Nurtec is a type of medicine that you take for migraines.
Audrey Wethington. Do you have a migraine right now?
No. I just wish I would have taken one.
Why's that?
I don't know.
This one down the other way. Shepherds will catch up to it. Tough angle, and she sends it wide.
I think she might have panicked a little bit. She got down there and realized she was all by herself.
Morrison getting to the dirty areas of the ice here. 2010 to go. What a year 2010 was.
For
everything.
Oh, yeah, I graduated from high school.
Down the left side, Maddie Wethington into the zone with Audrey. Tough back check there from Abby Barine, and she steals it away.
Yeah, a little defense from Abby Barine.
Brown with it for Maroon. Down the left side. Now over the line. They're in onside. Breen up high. For stack line. Back and forth they go, and Breen puts it home. Second goal of the game for the DBL scoring leader, Abby Breen, her 9th of the year.
She's building a heck of a DBL resume. 9 goals. 9 goals. 1 away from double digits.
Maroon with a 5-3 lead now over White, a 2-goal lead, but both sides still with use of the Dick's House of Sport double puck, so really a true one-score game.
We've also got did Brooke Bryant's name tag fall off?
It appears that it did.
Okay. All right.
Tater gets it back and scores.
Tater.
Tristana Tater now with 2 goals in this one, and Maroon starting to pour it on here in the second half. It's 6-3.
During halftime, I said Tristana Tater would be one player to keep an eye on if Maroon was going to bust the game wide open. She's got goal number 2. She's going to be looking at a hat trick.
6-3 lead for Maroon, under 19 to play. Again, like we just mentioned, both teams still have the double puck. So far from over here, although if Maroon adds another one here. Oh, Berger rings the crossbar. Boy, she's trying to make me sweat. I don't want to lose my hat. I know I got it back last time, but
I don't trust Jim Carroll to give it back, though.
Jim's got a soft spot for me. He'll let it go.
Does he?
Yeah. Tony sent him a video of me doing an impression of him one time without my knowledge.
Ah, and that gave him a soft spot for you and didn't make him want to, break your glasses?
No, it was a good impression.
Oh, good. You want to do it for us right now?
No.
Okay. Big talker, big talker.
Braun with it for White. Yeah, Tony, we were in the office at a tournament. Here's Flaherty out the blue line. Breakaway look inside the forehand. Right pad save made by Rooney.
Fighter in the middle.
Zumwinkle with it now. Peter barking out commands from his commentator perch. Pass sent across for Bryant, and Maroon will work back. No, Tony took a video of me doing it. Tater for Snodgrass. Now Shepard's backhands it for Norcross. I was doing it, and he said, I'm going to take a video. And I said, okay, I just figured you'd put it on TikTok or something. But no, direct text message to Mr. Jim Carroll. Audrey Wethington with it now. Right circle. Save made. Rebound. Flutters out for Nightingale, and she will backhand it ahead for Maroon. Snodgrass. Nightingale has Shepherds out front. Tries to get it through to her. And Lauren Bench stands tall. Makes the save. 6-3 Maroon, under 17 to play.
Nice.
Audrey Wethington finds a streaking Norcross, and a nice right pad save made again by Maddie Rooney.
Boy, that would have been a pretty goal from Norcross. Wethington with a perfect sauce. Norcross on the backhand. Nice save.
Audrey Wethington with it again. Has Gettle down low. Brings it to the far side. Interesting. Gettle still rocking the maroon helmet. Breezer covers, gloves.
Yeah. Well, she'll upgrade to green and white when she gets on campus at Bemidji State. Be curious to see what the Andover Husky can do with a larger role.
This one will come out to center. Audrey Wethington playing it down near the penalty boxes. Shepard's with it now. Under 16 to play in our final of 3 games here tonight. DeGeorge working inside, now down near the right circle. She'll pull it back out. That one goes high and wide again. Shepard's backhand clear. Potential 2-on-0 back. Let's see if Gettle can beat her. Morrison working in. Backhand try. Save made Bench. Rebound is swung around to the near side for Brown. Bank pass back down low. Up to the point for Berger. She'll hold it there. Forced outside by Lindsay. Now Breen down low. Puck loose. Clear to the far side. Breen will go and get it. Maroon looking to add on to their 3-goal lead here. Berger. Will go back up high. Left side. Breaking in and sending it across. Bench will cover this one up. And White will play it.
A lot of zone time and a lot of passing to not get a quality shot off.
Foot race between DeGeorge and Brown. It's won by Maroon, so Brown will control. Long stretch pass finds Maroon in the neutral zone. She's in the zone, up over the line, onto the forehand, and rolls off her stick. Poke checked at that time by Bench. Tater gets it back for Morrison. Morrison pulls it out near center, backhand flip near side Berger. Maroon is into the zone onside. Pass too far for Breen. She'll play it on the redirect. Now Maddie Wethington finds Braun. It's a 2-on-0. Braun and Flaherty. Braun for Flaherty. Back and forth they go. Lindsay's the trailer, and they don't get a shot off.
Oh, no.
Under 14 to play. A 3-on-0 for White results in nothing. Tater's shot there goes high. Flaherty will take it near the Maroon bench.
Tater's looking for that hat trick. I think that's Kruzova going after the puck, though. That's what I'm saying about the confusing part.
Yeah, we got to figure out a more permanent solution for these nameplates because it is making life a little difficult up here. You know another thing we need side numbers on these jerseys. Here's Tater for Maroon looking for the Hattie. Backhand try denied. Lauren Bench stands tall again. Long stretch pass finds Maddie Wethington. Maddie Wethington puts the moves on, gets it back, kicks at it with the right skate, but Rooney shuts it down. Yeah, side numbers would make all the difference.
Side numbers would be fantastic.
Because whenever someone is skating right at me, I just have no read of who they are unless I actually, recognize them. Like down the left side right now, I know that it's Shepard's, but I can't tell because she doesn't have any side numbers. Nightingale can't collect it on the redirect. Steckline with it now. Shepard's again from a sharp angle. This one Karam's off behind the net. Snodgrass will take for Maroon. Just over 12.5 to play.
Ooh, something's on the ice. Did somebody lose?
Oh, would you look at that?
What is that?
Is that a stick blade?
I don't know whose it is.
Oh, it's a nameplate. That is a nameplate. Can't make it up. Audrey Wethington breakaway chance. Backhand try.
Oh, yeah.
Audrey Wethington with a beauty. White is back on the board, and it is 6-4.
Oh, roof.
The faithful that stuck around here at Braemar Arena just got a treat. Audrey Wethington putting on a hands clinic, rolling it to the backhand, up under the bar, and now they do go retrieve the nameplate from the corner. Audrey Wethington, her 7th of the season, and White now trails by 2 at 6-4. Maroon with it again, looking to get back the goal they just lost. Stack line inside, rebound, try, they score.
There it is.
Shepard's getting in and cleaning up the rebound on the Lee Steckline try. Liz Shepard's her 2nd of the game. Back to a 3-goal lead for Maroon at 7-4.
All right, now we're starting to move a little bit. Now we got a little zing, a little bit of pep.
A little bit of zing and a little bit of pep, says Mr. Pete.
Zing and pep.
11:05. Are you a fan of The Office by chance, Mr. Peter?
No comment.
Is that a yes or a no?
That's a yes.
It's a yes?
Yes.
Do you realize that zing and pep is like you just stole a line from the show when they're talking about their answering machine?
I'm going to level with you. Zing and pep is something Lara and I say to each other all the time. And yes, it is from The Office. Half of our conversations are just us quoting TV shows.
Snodgrass now will send this one out. Shepherds will come to get it. Under 10.5 to play. Here's a shot. Left pad save made by Bench. Rebound to the near corner. And Brown with it. To the middle. Finds Morrison. She fans on the shot. Gettle will play it for White. And clear this one up out of the zone. Brown goes back to get it. Brown over the line into the zone. Tries to go short side. And it hops up over the cage.
That was close, though.
Long pass from DeGeorge finds Lindsay. She's got a little bit of space into the corner, forced off by Berger. They'll tangle up and head into the boards. Audrey Wellington gets it back, looking for Lindsay out front. Knocked down by Morrison. Now Emily Brown goes to play this one. Breen, the first skater there. She's got a breakaway. Abby Breen, save made by Bench.
I thought we might see something a little more creative from Abby.
Kind of just went for it. White is into the zone. DeGeorge bats at it. Tater gets it back for Maroon. Lindsay steals it right back away for White. Ava Lindsay inside. Gettle tic-tac-toe, and DeGeorge can't finish it off.
That would have been the first Hattie goal.
Barely held there by DeGeorge. Now to the near side, Krzyzova. DeGeorge gets it back. Shot, save, rebound. Gettle fans on it. DeGeorge will get it back at the right circle. Under 9 to play now. Gettle flips for Lindsay. Lindsay closing in. Put that one wide. Breen goes and gets it for Maroon. Leaves it for Berger, who is pinned in there by DeGeorge. Lindsay off the post. Had Flaherty right out in front, but rings the right post, and it remains a 3-goal game.
Oh, my goodness.
DeGeorge again puts that one high.
Tradition White.
White is struggling for any sort of offensive footing right now.
What's happening?
This one comes out. Krzyzova will play it. That is not Braun, as her jersey would lead you to believe. Lindsay pass up high. Flaherty breaking in. And an effortless glove save made by Maddie Rooney.
Wow, that was pretty slick by Maddie Rooney, staring down Maggie Flaherty as she makes the glove save.
Tater down the right side. Sends it out front. Nightingale has that one bounce up off her stick. Braun penned in. Far side corner. 7.5 to play. Now, Peter, you have to remind me, are you a Vikings fan?
Massive.
We are going through it right now, my brother.
Yeah, I don't feel great about this year. I didn't want McCarthy to play at all this year anyway. I wanted him to learn and sit and get acclimated to the pro schedule. Now he doesn't have a choice. The torn meniscus.
Maddie Wethington coast to coast. Can't finish it off with the shot. Flaherty will play it. Between the McCarthy news, between Mekhi Blackman, I know Jordan Addison's injury is not going to be severe, but you never want your wide receiver 2 getting carted off during practice. This one hops up over the net as it went off of Rooney's glove that time.
So we know what his diagnosis is?
Yeah, he's day-to-day.
Okay. I still don't like that.
Flaherty with it up high.
I went to the preseason game last week.
Did you?
I did. There's a lot of people there for a preseason football
Oh, yeah.
game.
The tickets are cheap, but they will pack the house. Braun with it. Lost control. And it's Snodgrass for Maroon. Maddie Wethington working inside. Steckline will clear it away for Maroon. I had my first fantasy draft last night of the year.
First of the year. Okay.
Yes.
How'd it go?
It went pretty well. I definitely had a vision for how I wanted to go. I execute that vision through about 3 rounds, and then things started to get away from me a little bit. I still like my team. Sheppers works down the left side. I think it'll be a really good team after I trade a little bit. Snodgrass fires one wide. Most notably, I was the last person to take a tight end. I was the last person to take a quarterback. Braun down the left side now. She'll work it around. So I'm rocking with Jordan Love and Dallas Goddard.
It's pretty good for the last guy to take it. Is it a 1 QB league or 2?
1.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Brown will poke at it again, out into neutral zone, played by Norcross. I had the 3rd overall pick, took Breece Hall.
What?
You do not know ball if you are questioning Breece Hall.
In a PPR league?
Yeah,
You took him 3rd overall?
absolutely.
Well,
Maddie Wellington. The amount of quality running backs versus quality wide receivers, there's a huge discrepancy.
there's also a huge discrepancy between Tier 1 wide receivers and Tier 2 wide receivers.
Sheppers, well, the other options as that one is poked wide. I could have had a Sheppers 5-hole score.
Nice shot.
Liz Sheppers hat trick for Maroon. And there is another insurance goal, 8-4, makes it a true 2-score game with the double puck.
Good for Liz Sheppers. What a shot. Oh, my goodness.
Came in to tonight with 2 goals in her first 3 games. Now has a hat trick here in this one, her 5th of the season. It's 8-4 Maroon. No, so the options were a holdout CD Lamb, Tater inside, one time, and getting across for that one was bench.
CD Lamb, Jamar Chase, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Pipes.
Be lying if I didn't say, if I thought I didn't think about Amon-Ra.
3 is a little rich for Amon-Ra.
Heck of a ball player, though.
Well, yeah.
Brown to the far side corner. Now up high. Played by DeGeorge. And now Gettle will cycle through to the left side. Leaves it for Audrey Wethington. White needs to get something going here in the late stages of this one.
Come on, White. Double puck.
Audrey Wethington now. Centers DeGeorge and robbed by Rooney. Maddie Rooney has been on top of her game all night long. And once again, a big glove save made.
And she's unbeatable on that glove side.
Tater can't rifle it home on the back door. No, my team is Love. And here's a 3-on-1 back. Lindsay up to the left side. DeGeorge can't settle it. Love, Hall, James Cook, Chris Olave, DJ Moore, Tater as that one go wide. Goddard, I can have either T. Higgins or Ramondre Stevenson in the flex. And then I have a pretty deep bench that I'm going to need to acquire some top-end talent for.
Not a huge fan of that lineup, I can't lie to you.
Nightingale down the left side. I think James Cook is going to have a heck of a year.
Why?
Buffalo lost a lot of targets. They also did not bring back their handcuff for Cook. Morrison for Breen. Put that one high. 2:05 to play. Neither side has used the hot puck. And now White will get it going. Maroon is content to hold on to their 4-goal lead, evidently. I mean, there's no reason not to use it.
No, I know. I'm just waiting for it to go up on the scoreboard. There we go.
There it is. Nope.
Hey.
The real hot puck was the friends we made along the way. Snodgrass sends it down low. Maroon with control.
It's not even the
Nightingale
hot
turns
puck.
it over.
It's the double puck.
Oh, hot puck, double puck. It all means the same.
Hot double puck.
Snodgrass up the left side.
Oh,
winds it up.
bombs away.
And bench stands tall. Where's the puck? It is somewhere between her pads.
Ooh, here's a question for you. Now, if Snodgrass had scored there, it counts for 2 on the board. Would we count that as 2 in our Hattie challenge?
No, it is 1 goal.
Okay.
The league statistics give the second goal to just a 0-0 player called Hot Puck. So
nice.
Flaherty can't finish it off on the back door. Less than a minute to play. 50 seconds now is all that separates us from being done with week 6 of the Beauty League season. Morrison, top shelf goal. It is it's not a double puck goal. Maroon did not pull it off. Could have been a nice little stat pad for Maroon, but for Ellie Morrison, that's her first DBL goal and is a 9-4 Maroon lead, as if there were ever a doubt the outcome of this game.
Well, White's got to go back to the drawing board after this one. Pipes, miscommunication on odd player rushes, missing the net, just unable to finish. I don't know what you do. I'm not a coach. I'm not a scout. I'm not nothing in hockey, but I don't know how you fix that.
Lindsay down the right side. Yeah, she's been snake bitten tonight. And good on her. She keeps shooting, but
shoot.
Yet to see the fruits of her labor. Maybe she will right here. Nope, sends it high. 12 seconds to go now. Maroon with control. Up the right side. Brown plays it. 5 seconds now. She will be more than content to pull this one into the corner.
Go get her, McPhail.
And that does it for us from Edina. Maroon holds on to win it 9-4. Solid goaltending for Maddie Rooney. Liz Shepers with a Hattie. Tristana Tater and Abby Breen add a pair of goals each. Ellie Morrison, Ella Berger each add a goal each. On the other side, Denise Krasova with a pair of goals. Norcross and Wethington, Audrey Wethington that is, each with a goal as well. Liz Shepers, your player of the game. Peter, your final thoughts before we are all done with week 6.
You know, Liz Shepers might have been the player of the game, but I would give equal credit to Maddie Rooney tonight. Not only did she only allow 4 goals across 2 halves of play, some of those glove saves were just absolutely demoralizing for Team White, and it's something you take a shot and the goalie makes a save like Maddie Rooney did tonight with a little bit of flair, a little bit of pizzazz. It makes you a little bit gun-shy, and I think that ended up biting White in the end.
That it did. If you didn't see our earlier games, Walzer took down Anderson. Element took down Tria in a frenzied comeback, and now Maroon takes down White to cap off week 6 of the DBL season. That is going to do it for us from Edina, for the entire YHH casting crew. For my colorman Peter Odney, for our Ice Side reporter Anna Bating, my name is Will Peterson, wishing you a very pleasant good evening from Edina.